coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And a top of the Tuesday morning to you.
Okay, can we all agree now?
Yes, we can agree on everything.
That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I'm glad it is.
You guys are living the good life.
Yeah, we're always living the good life on the program, that's for sure. It is 6:07 this morning. Mr. Clock, would you do the honors?
It's now 6:07 a.m.
6:07 a.m. on the Get Up and Go show. Thank you so much for joining us this morning on a Tuesday morning.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
We have a great show lined up for you today. Going to be speaking with Linda McCarthy. She's the director of the Mid-Florida Event Center. They're going to be talking about the Zen Arts Music Festival. It's going to be happening April 23rd and the 24th at the Mid-Florida Event Center. And, of course, we'll have Chief Deputy John Budensiek from the Martin County Sheriff's Office joining us a little bit later on this morning. Right now we're going to join in with G and Bonnie.
Yeah.
You're not a summer girl?
That's what I mean. Winter down here,
But
and
you're not a summer girl?
Summer up in Wisconsin.
Oh.
Then I'm a summer girl.
Because in Wisconsin, you guys, I mean, your average temperature in the summer, I mean, a lot of people don't even have ACs in their house, do they?
No,
Yeah,
a lot of
you don't
people
need
don't.
it.
Nope.
I noticed that in Michigan when
Not
I
at
was
all.
in the UP visiting Patrick. I'm like, dude, don't nobody have air conditioner up here? No, it was in August, and it was cold that night.
Yeah.
August, Bonnie.
I grew up in a house where we didn't have air conditioning, and
But your winters, my goodness.
then we needed heat.
You better believe you do.
Yeah, Mom and Dad had a furnace, had a wood stove
Furnace?
outside, which they, put wood in, and they had like a pump going underneath, some tubing, and it pumped heat right into the house. That and our regular furnace that was downstairs.
You know, it's so different growing up north. I wouldn't change it for the world. I mean, I loved the little bit of time that I spent in Jersey, 17 years. I mean, wearing the rubber boots in the wintertime and the snow. And what the best thing about it, Evan, was hearing the dude on the radio that morning say, no school today because it was snow.
That's right, and then you turn the TV on and you hear this. Wait. It didn't play. It was supposed to play. Darn it.
What was it supposed to say?
It's supposed to play this. That's right. You turn the TV on a cold morning on a Saturday, and you hear that.
Meet George Jetson.
And what would that tell you?
Well, it's time to watch the Jetsons.
Oh, and his boy Elroy?
That's right. Daughter Judy.
Daughter Judy with that real big booty?
That's right. Jane, his wife.
Didn't have a big booty.
Now, what was George's boss's name?
Oh, Mr. It's on the tip of my tongue. Come on, Bonnie, help me.
Mr. Spacely.
I remember
Yes,
the
that's
dog's name was something like Arrow, or what was
Astro.
Astro.
Ruh-roh.
Jane, stop this crazy thing! And we're still not living like that. In those little high rises that the Jetsons live in, and the flying car and everything. They said it was going to happen in the year 2000. What happened, Evan?
I don't know. Maybe the year 3000. Who knows?
Maybe so. I mean, there's some weird-looking cars out there, though.
No, there is. Remember the AMC Pacer, the bubble car?
The moon car.
Oh, yeah.
It was all glass.
Yeah.
That thing was all windows all around this thing. And that didn't last very long. Well, but I think the Gremlin was uglier than the Pacer.
Oh, the Gremlin, man. That had that square backside to it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Did you ever have you had one of the, what was that called? You said you had a Vega.
I had a Chevy Vega. That was my first car.
But
My second car was a Pontiac Ventura, which was the brother and sister of the Chevy Nova. They looked identical.
Brother and sister, huh?
Yeah. And my Ventura was, I had carpet on the dashboard, a red light on the inside, and the little dog bobbing head on the back window.
I was going to say you didn't have the furry dice in the window.
I did, and I had the Krager rims and the 50s on the back and the 60s in the front, and had air shocks.
I can see Evan doing that.
8-track player.
The 8-track player.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
And my first car, my mom bought me my first car. It was a Triumph Spitfire. It was so cool.
Man, that was a cool looking car.
Well, it was rivaling the MG Midget.
Yeah.
I mean, the MG Midget was there, the Triumph Spitfire, and the TR6. I mean, it was a little 2-seater sports car body, but it stayed in the shop.
Oh, yeah.
It was broken down all the time.
Oh.
My mom bought me my first car, but the problem was she felt that because she bought it, it had to have her name on the front on the license plate. Could you imagine driving to high school with the name Beatrice?
No,
on the front?
Well, they knew it was your mom's car. That's what they thought anyway.
Did they make fun of you for it?
Oh, boy, did I get made fun of, let me tell you.
And you're scarred for life now?
I am scarred for life.
I remember when my dad let me drive his car, and he had mag wheels on it. It was a Ford Galaxy 500. The first time he let me drive it to school.
Whoa.
I was so
You thought you were...
so proud.
You thought you were the
And you just wanted to be seen, like you were
yeah.
styling.
Yeah. Well, those were the days, huh?
My grandpa had a car that I wanted. It was a green Plymouth Duster.
Oh, a Duster.
Oh, man, that was a great car. That was a muscle car, wasn't it?
Muscle car for sure.
Yeah. Grandpa had that next door, and I loved that car. I think I wanted it, too, because I had a dream one night that Grandpa was gone. Well, he is gone. But I must be searching for that car. And all of a sudden, I'm driving the car around his field across the street, just driving it around in the field.
And see now, and you have to see that's how I learned how to drive in the field.
Well, now the Dodge Charger and the Challenger were also muscle cars back in the day.
The Nova, the Chevelle.
Yeah. Oh, the Chevelle. What a great car.
Yeah, beautiful.
I mean, those are muscle cars for sure.
Yeah, I think my favorite had been a Nova.
But see, in our part of South Jersey, I mean, there was plenty of cornfields and all that kind of stuff. I learned how to drive on a truck with the stick on the column.
Oh, cool.
In the field.
Oh.
Remember the stick on the column?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did they nickname that? There was like 4 on the floor, 3 on the tree. That's what it was called.
Oh, yeah, we didn't call it that.
Yeah, 3 on the tree is what it was called. My dad had a Rambler that had it was on the column.
I'm trying to say it was up first year up, then you went all the way down on it on the column, then you kind of moved it to the back to go into reverse. It was like
so they called it 3 on the tree.
3 on the tree.
3 on the tree.
I did learn how to drive a stick.
Oh, you don't drive a stick now?
No, I've never driven one.
Bonnie, isn't your Mustang a manual or automatic?
Automatic.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that for sure was a 5-speed.
You must have thought nobody told you.
Yeah.
Because it is full of muscle.
That's definitely a muscle car. I remember the first day y'all brought that home when you came to the station with that. I'm like, get out of here. Bonnie's got a yellow Mustang, but not only a Mustang, it was a Roush.
A Roush.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And I looked and I went into Bonnie's file and I said, damn, how much are we paying her? Like, good Lord, this girl got it was a really nice car.
There was another income coming in the household, too. Yeah. So.
Now, Evan, I just want to prepare you for tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, I know you're going to be having an extraction today, but Greg has already mentioned to me. I mean, I had 3 teeth pulled a couple weeks ago, and I came to work the next day. He already ragged on Noe, who had 1 tooth pulled and couldn't come to work the next day. I'm just letting you know, before you decide not to come to work after getting a single tooth pulled, beware, because we're going to rag on you.
Well, here's the thing. I still have to come here because there's other shows that have to be done after we get off the air live. So I still have to run those other shows.
During those other shows, it doesn't require you to talk.
No, not at all.
It don't matter, because I already sent Evan the cure, and it's called, what's it called, Evan?
Hydrocodone.
That's all that is. Don't even mess with that Oxy, because you'll be too high to be on the air.
Oh, the Oxy? Forget the Oxy will just totally mess you up.
But what I sent you and what they gave me, it was just you didn't realize you were even on anything. And
just Tylenol on steroids. That's all it is.
The thing is Evan doesn't even drink. Maybe Evan doesn't even want to take that kind of stuff.
And usually I don't. I'm not a real big fan.
You don't want to be in that much pain. I don't care whether you drink or not. He might even drink tomorrow if he doesn't take the thing about getting an extraction, Evan, the thing about it is the noise and the sounds and the smoke and all that stuff coming out of your mouth. You're like, this is supposed to be hurting.
Well,
your mind just out on this.
You know what they tell you? Here's what they tell you. And I remember this from the last guy that pulled a tooth out. They said, okay, you're not going to feel any pain, but you're going to feel pressure, and you're going to hear snap, crackle, and pop.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay, what is this, Rice Krispies or what? Because they do when they take the tooth and they're going.
And when you hear that, I'm thinking, oh, damn, it broke off, and now they can't get to the bottom of it.
Right? That's exactly what I'm afraid of.
And I'm like, how do they?
Yeah.
I would love to see the procedure, see how they're doing this, because they've got all kind of instruments in there doing stuff.
When they put that replacement tooth in my mouth, like what do they call it, a cap? That cap that goes in, I'm always afraid they're not going to, like, place it right.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be mismatched. So that when I bite, I'm not going to have that even bite going.
They took one of my perfectly good front teeth,
yeah,
grind that damn thing down to a point so that they could put the cap on.
Yeah, the crown. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, that was a perfectly good tooth. Yeah, but, I got to do that to make the bridge. And I'm like, okay. I look like I'm Dracula or something.
I have a bone graft in one of like Dracula. It is National Garlic Day, by the way. That's up in, but I have this thing called a bone graft in my this tooth that would be missing up here.
Okay.
You can't see it because it's hidden in my smile. It's back.
It's not in your smile.
But I have a bone graft put in, so I can have a real replacement tooth put in there. It's just I got to come up with the money for it.
It's amazing what they can do with your mouth.
It is,
and it's just silly on my part that I didn't take care of my teeth when I was younger.
I agree with you. I'm right there with you.
Wouldn't have to go through this. I mean, if I would have just taken care of these things, Evan, I don't have to tell you, Bonnie, I don't have to tell you. You know how much it costs to get a bridge or a crown or an implant? Don't even talk about implants.
Yeah.
It's a second mortgage.
You better believe it is.
That's what I would need on that upper tooth I just mentioned. It's called an implant.
Well, good luck to you tomorrow, Evan. Have fun.
Well, it's actually today.
It's
today. It's today at 2 p.m.
Good.
I hope you get a lollipop once you get
I'll need more than a lollipop.
He might even get a stiff one after that.
Right?
But he's going to be in some pain.
Oh, man.
We got you covered, baby.
Thank you, baby.
It's 6:19. Good morning. I'm Bonnie with a look at news. A new report reveals why a teenager fell to his death on an amusement park ride at Orlando's Icon Park. Florida Agriculture Commissioner Nikki Fried announcing the results.
This report confirmed our department's findings that the operator of the Orlando Drop Tower made manual adjustments to the ride, resulting in it being unsafe.
An engineering firm found that operators of the free fall drop tower manually changed sensors, which resulted in Tyree Sampson not being properly secured in his seat. A 22-year-old Indiantown woman is dead, and 6 other people are injured following a multi-vehicle crash in Martin County Monday evening, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. The incident occurred at 5:46 p.m. at Southwest Martin Highway, north of Lake Okeechobee. FHP said a 44-year-old Miami Gardens man was driving a tractor-trailer southbound on State Road 710 when it crossed the center line into the northbound lane, colliding with a sport utility vehicle driven by a 22-year-old woman. The woman, whose name has not been released, was pronounced dead at the scene, officials said. The tractor-trailer driver was not injured in the crash. 6 patients, including 1 pediatric patient, were transported to local hospitals. Their condition is unknown at this time. Well, today, Martin County commissioners will decide whether to add a new zoning designation that would create a rural lifestyle land use. Here's WPTV's John Shaman in Hobe Sound.
This was a citrus grove, and it was in commercial production until about 2006.
Tom Hurley's family has been farming for 6 decades, but over time, the CEO of Becker Holding Corporation says citrus was no longer an option.
The diseases and the hurricanes really set us back.
Now, this site, west of Hobe Sound along Bridge Road, could become Atlantic Fields, 317 multi-million-dollar homes built on a portion of the 1,500 acres that's currently the Hobe Sound Polo Club.
Typically in South Florida on a parcel like this, you would see thousands and thousands of homes. We don't want that.
The only thing that follows up pretty much is just them walking in and saying, I'd like that land use.
Back in February, dozens came out to protest when the rural lifestyle zoning designation was first discussed, concerned that Martin County's comprehensive plan and existing urban service districts would be ignored.
The fear is that it would proliferate for the rest of the county. The practical reality, it will be a couple of 3 projects probably that will really be very additive when it comes to the tax base, because it'll be very low density, very low services required, but very high lot prices.
Hurley says beyond the potential $20 million in annual tax revenue, the developers would donate this equestrian facility to Atlantic Ridge State Park and provide more public access, along with restoring wetlands and placing the family's 800-acre tree farm into a permanent agricultural easement.
This type of development that creates a lot of revenue and a lot of jobs without a lot of impact is really what if Martin County should be thinking about.
Whether county commissioners agree should be decided Tuesday. In Hope Sound, John Shainman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A former St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office deputy has reached a deal with prosecutors that could spare him a life sentence behind bars. Evan Kramer was arrested in 2017, accused of negotiating sex while on duty in exchange for not taking women to jail. A total of 3 people identified as victims eventually came forward. Kramer also faced additional charges for a fight he got into behind bars. Under the agreement, prosecutors are dropping the most serious sexual battery charges. A 7-year sentence is what's on the table when Kramer is back in court in May. Strong communities often start with strong families. In Fort Pierce, fathers are coming together in a unique way to learn the best ways to be there for their children. They're learning parenting skills through basketball. Here's WPTV's Megan McRoberts.
Underneath fluorescent lights, on an old gym floor, men young and old share a love of this game, burning off the stress of the day, but really the idea is to help burn off stress at home.
At the end of the day, it's not just about basketball.
John Caesar with the Children's Services Council bringing all of these men together after he got an idea.
Your words carry a lot of weight.
Give men who sign up 2 hours of free time to play in the AC.
Did you bring some of your fears over into parenthood?
All for just 1 hour of sitting and listening.
It's different when you parent daughters, when you parent sons.
So ways they can be the best dads possible.
Have those discussions and create a safe space for the guys to talk and share.
The program is called More Than a Game.
As myself, as a young father, I have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. I didn't have a father in my life, so for me it was personal.
So he knows the tips, the lessons shared here in a 10-week program go a long way. Over the course of 10 weeks, they'll touch on tough topics like fathering without the use of drugs and violence and alcohol, but they'll also talk about how to enjoy quality time together for the fathers and father figures.
I had a lot of father figures, and that's why we did fathers and father figures. I didn't have my father when I was growing up.
Daryl Alexander has been through the 4 sessions so far.
The one thing that we can take away, that I took away personally, was just to be able to listen more, and sometimes be able to negotiate with your children.
A father of 5 putting in the work.
It makes me want to just spend more time with the kids and then just be there consistently and just be a bigger provider, just give them all the things that I didn't have growing up.
So while basketball gets them in the door,
basketball is just exercise for us.
Walk off the court each week with a new, much more valuable set of skills.
I hope they think of me as the greatest dad in the world.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
And in Green Acres, it's a story about a South Florida woman and her dog. Only this dog happens to be a world record holder. 21-year-old Toby Keith, a Chihuahua from Green Acres, has earned the Guinness World Record. When Toby Keith turned 20, his owner, Gisela Shore, thought he might be headed for something historic. It took her 6 months, but she was finally able to get Toby Keith confirmed with the Guinness Book of World Records. He is now the oldest living dog on the planet. I hope he gets plenty of morsels tonight. Our news time is 6:26, and we'll have weather and traffic together next.
Time for a look at sports this morning. The Kansas City Chiefs kept Patrick Mahomes in the loop last month as they attempted to trade wide receiver Tyreek Hill, letting their star quarterback know the team may soon be without one of the most prolific wide receivers of his era. But Mahomes said he was still stunned in the moments after Hill was traded to the Miami Dolphins. My initial reaction was a little bit of a shock, Mahomes said Monday as the Chiefs began their offseason program. Even though you knew this was a possibility, losing a guy had played with and built a friendship with over the last 6 years, it was definitely something he didn't want him to leave more for being able to hang out in the locker room and do that stuff more than actual on the field. Right now it's 6:27. We'll take a look at traffic and weather coming up in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
WPTV's Megan McRoberts, and I've been reporting on the Treasure Coast for years, long enough to know that this place is special.
Same here, Megan. I'm WPTV's Derek Lowe, and I grew up on the Treasure Coast. So take it from me, a lot has changed around here.
We're bringing you what's happening and why it matters. I'm WPTV's John Shainman, and there are so many impactful stories here, it makes you feel good about where you live.
WPTV Treasure Coast News every Saturday at 7 p.m.
And on WPSL and WSTU Sunday morning at 11.
6:28 is the time right now on the Get Up and Go show. Time to look at traffic out the front door this morning. And we're looking at the Florida Turnpike southbound, mile marker 125. In the Hobe Sound area, there is a vehicle crash. No lanes blocked, though. As you go a little further south, 95 northbound, mile marker 116 in the Jupiter area. Lanes are blocked. There is debris in the roadway. Check the side streets. Everything looking real good. And that is your latest look at traffic. 69 degrees is your temperature right now here on the Treasure Coast. Time to take a look at weather with WPTV and Katia Hall.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the 60s and low 70s with a few stray showers for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the low 80s, less humidity and breezy winds with plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow through Thursday, comfortable weather continues. Low humidity, mostly sunny skies and breezy winds. Highs in the low 80s. Friday through the weekend, moisture increases and rain chances go up a little. Highs in the low 80s and staying breezy through the next 7 days.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katia Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at the Casey Ingram Show.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380. Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPSLTV.com.
The Slim Body Lady.
Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slim Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Time now is 6:32 on the Get Up and Go Show. Of course, we always have open phones. You're welcome to call the program, 220-9788. 220-WSTU. It's time for one of our favorite segments. It's time for Viral Videos. Came across a couple of viral videos this morning. The first one is a 3-year-old's excellent new car demonstration. That's right, the best car salesman in the world might be this 3-year-old who takes us on a walk around of a Subaru WRX. Let's listen to this little 3-year-old. It's really adorable.
Everyone, check out the brand new WRX STI. This is the torque. It got super really real. These are the headlights. They go on and flash. Let's check out the engine. This has tubes. This is the windshield wiper with it cleans the window. Let's check out the inside. This is the story. Here's the car. This way, that way, this way, that way. And this is the turn signal. This is the hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive.
Getting up to super speed. This has a million piece, and it goes super fast. Let's do a close up. Whoa.
Kid knows how to start the car.
We're going for a cruise.
What amazes me is this kid knows what the hyperdrive is. The hyperdrive. What in God's name is a hyperdrive? Well, anyway, my hat goes off to that little kid. Real cute, real adorable, very, very nicely done. Well, here's another viral video in honor of the season premiere of Better Call Saul. Musician Brandon Etheridge took a scene from the show and turned it into a musical. Let's listen.
All right, enough. I've got to be in court. Go, if you must, but know this. We will meet again.
I'm sorry. What'd you say your name was?
I'm Saul Goodman, and I make it my business to defend the citizens of Albuquerque against injustices of every kind.
Wow, you must be really expensive, though.
Not at all. I believe every man, woman, and child deserves speedy justice at a price they can afford.
Do you have a card?
Not for me, for a friend. Yes, and please tell your friend that I make no judgments and I'm available 24 hours a day. Can I get one of those, sir? Oh, yeah.
What about me?
Yeah, oh, sure.
It's really amazing. The guy does mini musicals. He's a local musician, and he makes all these different videos, and a lot of them happen to go viral. So if you search up on YouTube, I'm sure that you will be able to locate this person. Guy's very ingenious, very, very smart guy. I got some real interesting stuff here I wanted to have a conversation about. Would you rather? We usually do these segments every now and then. So would you rather constantly have constantly dry eyes or a constant runny nose? Oh, man, that's a tough one. I would rather, I don't know. I don't know. Would you rather have constantly dry eyes or constantly runny nose? If you want to partake in this conversation, give me a call, 220-9788. I would love to hear somebody else's opinion on these things. Would you rather be a famous director or a famous actor? I would take the famous actor over the famous director, I think. Would you rather not be able to open any closed doors, locked or unlocked, or not be able to close any open doors? I would have to say not be able to close any open doors because I need to open doors to get in. Would you rather give up all drinks except for water or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven? Would you rather give up all drinks except for water or give up eating anything that was cooked in an oven? I can give up anything that's cooked in an oven because there's other ways of cooking things, in my humble opinion. Would you rather take amazing selfies, but all of your pictures are horrible, or take breathtaking photographs of anything but yourself? Anything. I would rather take breathtaking photos of anything but myself. I'm not a big selfie person. Would you rather use a push lawnmower with a bar that is far too high or far too low? Ooh, I would say far too high. Would you rather be able to dodge anything no matter how fast it's moving, or be able to ask any 3 questions and have them answered accurately? I would say any 3 questions. Would you rather live on the beach or in a cabin in the woods? Oh, I'll take the cabin in the woods anytime. Would you rather lose your left hand or your right foot? Well, considering I'm right-handed, I'd rather lose my left hand. And would you rather face your fears or forget that you even have them? Ooh, I would rather face my fears, because if I could face my fears and get over that, then I know I would be fearful. And I'd be able to tackle and conquer my fears. Definitely so. It's coming up on 6:39 on the Get Up and Go show. We'll be back right after this.
Hello, this is Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. We are a local independent insurance agency located right here on the Treasure Coast. I've been a resident here for 34 years and have helped thousands of clients with their insurance planning needs. We specialize in life, health, and Medicare insurance planning. Don't travel the road alone. Let us be your guide. We are the Owen Insurance Group. Contact us today at 772-210-1020 or visit our website at oweninsurancegroup.net.
Get ready to enter an undersea world at the 30th Annual Port St. Lucie Businesswomen Fashion Show. 11 a.m. Saturday, April 30th at the Santa Lucia River Club in Ballantrae. Enjoy a luscious lunch while viewing the latest fashions. This fundraiser supports community action grants and scholarships for women attending IRSC. Tickets are $60 and can be purchased online at pslbw.com.
In retirement, it's all about income, not spending down your principal. And anyone who tells you otherwise simply does not understand proper retirement planning. Hi, I'm Michael Burley of P Capital Management, inviting you to tune in to the Retirement Income Program. Powerful truths that you must know and understand so you may live the retirement you deserve. The key to retirement success is income.
Tune in to the Retirement Income Program right here every Monday morning at 11.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We needed more space, so we had to move, but only right across the parking lot next to Subway. We're celebrating our move and new store with a huge sale. 25% off all jewelry, 30% off all Citizen watches, and 75% off all Invicta watches, including special orders. Just mention you heard it right here on WPSL or WSTU, and get the coolest T-shirt or keychain free while supplies last. And it might be the best time to sell, since gold has reached an all-time high, and we're paying more than ever for your scrap gold jewelry and your fine jewelry, as well as all of your coins and bullion products. St. Lucie Jewelry is the largest buyer of jewelry and coins since 1994, with 2 locations, one in St. Lucie West and one on the corner of Walton Road and US 1. Google us, check out our reviews, and come see us last.
For more than 30 years, European Kitchen and Bath has been providing the highest quality kitchen and bath products to their customers on the Treasure Coast. Designer fixtures and quality products at affordable prices. So whatever you need, a new sink and faucet to upgrade your current kitchen or bath, or if you're planning a full 100% makeover, European Kitchen and Bath will help you from start to finish. European Kitchen and Bath, serving the entire Treasure Coast. Visit their website, EuropeanSink.com.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture has made its Equity Action Plan publicly available. That's coming up on This Land of Ours.
Farmers, produce safety inspections are here. Prepare your farm with an on-farm readiness review. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services and University of Florida are partnering to provide this on-site preparation service for free. Our team of produce safety experts offer individualized support to make sure your operation meets the regulatory requirements. Contact us to help prepare your farm today. Request your free visit at www.fdacs.gov/OFRR. That's www.fdacs.gov/OFRR.
Well, the new Equity Action Plan from USDA outlines the actions they will be taking to advance programmatic equity to improve access to programs and services for underserved stakeholders and communities. All too often in the past, USDA programs and services were designed to benefit those with land, experience, money, and education, while leaving behind those without means, resources, or privilege of one kind or another. Over the course of decades, congressional reports, internal data, civil rights investigations, court actions, and stakeholder testimony have documented this long history of inequity and discrimination. So to craft this Equity Action Plan, USDA first assessed and identified key challenges and opportunities through analysis of data and robust stakeholder engagement. The USDA Equity Action Plan highlights a set of actions USDA will be taking to advance equity. These particular actions are highlighted in the plan because of their potential high impact for underserved farmers and ranchers, families and children, and rural communities. Some of the aspects of this new plan is to increase USDA infrastructure investments that benefit underserved communities and expand their equitable access to USDA nutrition assistance programs. Learn more at USDA.gov. Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
You are listening to WSTU, Stewart, Jupiter, and Indiantown, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
It is 6:54 on the Get Up and Go show. We're going to join back in with G and Bonnie right now.
Up a little. Highs in the low 80s and staying breezy through the next 7 days.
Martin Funeral Home and Crematory is Martin County's only locally family-owned and operated full-service funeral home with crematory on site. They specialize in veterans funerals and offer a 20% discount on all veteran services. Martin Funeral Home and Crematory accepts all pre-arrangements from any funeral home. With 2 locations on the Treasure Coast, Port St. Lucie and Stewart, their family will take care of your family. Martin Funeral Home and Crematory will personally answer your call day or night. 772-223-5550.
And this portion of our show brought to you by Martin Funeral Home and Crematory, 2 locations, Port St. Lucie and Stewart.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We needed more space, so we had to move, but only right across the parking lot next to Subway. We're celebrating our move and new store with a huge sale. 25% off all jewelry, 30% off all Citizen watches, and 75% off all Invicta watches, including special orders. Just mention you heard it right here on WPSL or WSTU and get the coolest T-shirt or keychain free while supplies last. And it might be the best time to sell since gold has reached an all-time high and we're paying more than ever for your scrap gold jewelry and your fine jewelry as well as all of your coins and bullion products. St. Lucie Jewelry is the largest buyer of jewelry and coins since 1994, with 2 locations, one in St. Lucie West and one on the corner of Walton Road and US 1. Google us, check out our reviews, and come see us last.
From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
That smell. What's that smell? What smell? What's that smell?
Today is a very smelly day.
April 19th.
Today is National Garlic Day.
Like garlic?
You hate garlic, don't you?
No, I like garlic.
Just love garlic.
Garlic? Yes.
I eat 2 cloves of garlic.
Garlic makes me smell like a garlic.
Do I have garlic breath? Garlic. Garlic. The stinking road. A lot of garlic.
Showtime.
There's nothing worse than garlic breath, though, Bonnie. What do you have over there?
Well, one thing's obvious. There's a certain something in the air during National Garlic Day.
You think? Didn't you go to a garlic festival or something?
Yeah, that was at the Mid-Florida Event Center. It was wonderful. I think they were selling some of that garlic soap there, which...
Garlic soap?
I would love to, put that in my bed at night.
Why, to keep the vampires away?
Keep the vampires away, and there's like an old wives' tale that if you put a bar of soap with you in the bed sheets, you will not get leg cramps at night. So that with the garlic soap and, keeping the evil spirits away, I'm all about it.
You'd have to be sleeping in that bed by yourself with that garlic soap. I'm sorry. I ain't
Lordy.
having no part of that.
Well, no vampires would come in your bed. That's for sure. But did you know that Egyptians worshipped garlic as a god and even used it as currency?
The god of garlic?
That's not all. Garlic supposedly gave strength to Greek athletes and warriors, warded off the evil eye, and protected maidens from evil nymphs.
The evil eye. The heck is that? Evan, you ever heard of the evil eye?
Oh, I've gotten the evil eye before.
Well, I've gotten the stank eye. Is that the same thing as the evil eye?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
It might be so.
Yeah, it's just a new terminology for it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But just
the
stink eye.
Lord have mercy.
Is that like pink eye?
No.
But just think about all the garlicky foods that we love and enjoy.
Garlic bread, my favorite.
Oh, that's like number one on the list for people. And garlic fries. And if you feel as strongly about garlic as we do, celebrate with us today, April 19.
Well,
you know that 24% of Americans think garlic makes everything taste better.
Not everything, but a little bit of garlic doesn't hurt. I don't think. I mean, like I said, I love me some garlic bread. I mean,
I had it on my steak last night, man. We cooked some filet mignon last night at the house. Ooh, it was so good.
And, of course, you put ketchup on your steak, too, didn't you?
No, I actually used A1.
Oh.
Yeah.
A1's okay, but I guess it's a step above ketchup. But if you enjoy...
It is a step above ketchup. Thank you for saying that, Bonnie.
Enjoying a delicious steak, why would you want to put anything on it?
Don't start, Bonnie, please.
Yeah, please.
Don't start with Evan about that whole putting sauce on his steak.
Well, we did,
You're gonna lose that argument.
We did the filet mignon last night, and then from Easter we had leftover mac and cheese and some other things, so we heated that up and put it all together. But I did put ketchup on my mac and cheese last night.
How about garlic chicken? Would you put ketchup on
No.
garlic chicken?
No, absolutely not.
Garlic
No.
shrimp?
No, absolutely not.
Then why on steak?
Well, I don't. I use steak sauce on steak.
Because he didn't cook it right.
Yeah.
He needs that flavor from that sauce to make his steak taste good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'd like to go to the Olive Garden.
Hey, you're agreeing with that, Evan?
Well, yeah, I'll agree with you. No, I'll agree with you on that.
Oh, well, because if you cook that steak right, you don't need no stinking sauce, baby.
No.
I'm telling you.
Well, we didn't cook it in the Ninja Foodie last night. We cooked it in the oven on broil, just because I didn't want to go through the trouble of cleaning the Ninja Foodie, because it is a little bit of a pain to clean.
So now, how is a steak in that Ninja Foodie?
It's actually, ask Bonnie, she'll tell you.
Good. I mean, you're going to put a little bit of olive oil, glaze that on your steak. All it needs is some salt and pepper, and then I grill it. I use the grill mode on the Ninja Foodie.
Now, and I've got to ask you, Evan, because you touched on it. Is it a lot of work to clean that Ninja thing after cooking a steak in it?
It can be.
The wedges of the griller. The griller has these wedges and grooves that all of the little fatty.
Well, you can take it out of it, can't you? And put it and wash it or something.
You take it out.
The dishwasher. Mine does go in my dishwasher. First, I will soak it in like dish soap.
But Evan, it is more work than what you would do if you grilled it in your oven.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit more work. But the nice part about it, though, is with that piece that goes in the Ninja Foodie, it is a non-stick piece. So nothing usually sticks to it. They give you a little brush to use. So it's a little more work than putting it in the oven in a pan with aluminum foil.
I did my Easter ham in the Ninja Foodie.
Bonnie, that had to come out really good.
It was. Gary said it was some of the best ham he ever enjoyed. And, I bought the ham pre-cooked. It was already baked. So
you just warmed it.
Really needed some warming, but I glazed some honey on it. And then I grilled it or I baked it a little while in the Ninja Foodie. It came out perfect.
Well, Ninja Foodie 101 right here, folks. And we're not being paid to say this.
Good morning. It's 6:52. And a 22-year-old Indiantown woman is dead and 6 other people injured following a multi-vehicle crash in Martin County Monday night, according to Florida Highway Patrol. The incident occurred 5:46 p.m. at Southwest Martin Highway north of Lake Okeechobee. FHP said a 44-year-old Miami Gardens man was driving a tractor-trailer southbound on State Road 710 when it crossed the center line into the northbound lane, colliding with a sport utility vehicle driven by a 22-year-old woman. The woman, whose name has not been released, was pronounced dead at the scene, officials said. The tractor-trailer driver was not injured in the crash. 6 patients, including 1 pediatric patient, were transported to local hospitals. Their condition is unknown at this time. A Martin County man is giving back to charity where he learned vocational training. WPTV's Derek Lowe telling us more about Project Lift.
And this is really the goal of Project Lift, right? To see these teens learn these vocational job training skills, graduate the program, and then obtain a full-time job in their trade of choice. And the unique opportunity here, get the chance to return to Project Lift to give back. Check this video out. This is Luciano Andres. He graduated from Project Lift's HVAC program back in June of 2020, learning the ins and outs of air conditioning. He was hired almost immediately by the Local Guy Air Conditioning. That's a local business here in Martin County. And now in a full circle story of success, he is returning here to install new AC systems as the charity expands its campus. The nonprofit here offers 11 different trades to teens ages 14 to 21, including construction, solar panel installation, and auto mechanics, just to name a few. For many teens like Luciano, it's an avenue towards a lifelong dream.
Ever since I was in high school, I had in mind already to do HVAC. So when I came out and went to Project Lift, learned there, and then came out on the field and learn more, and then that's my goal. Keep learning, then hopefully later on I'll do something bigger.
In Project Lift, they work with close to 100 industry partners just in this immediate area, providing skilled candidates for jobs that are in high demand right now. One thing we should also mention, while these teens are here learning these vocational skills, they're also earning a paycheck. We're live in Palm City this morning. I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The search for a missing cruise ship passenger is over. The Coast Guard has suspended the search for a man who jumped overboard Saturday from Carnival Cruise Line's Mardi Gras ship about 60 miles off Brevard County. And the 4 astronauts of SpaceX's Crew 4 mission are now at Kennedy Space Center ahead of a planned launch this weekend to the International Space Station. Mission Commander Kachel Lindgren says the activity at Florida's spaceport is exciting.
What an amazing time to be a part of human spaceflight. As we were coming in for the landing, we had the opportunity to fly and take a look at the pad, and right next to our pad, the SLS rocket is sitting there. A moon rocket is sitting there in preparation for its launch coming up here in the next couple of months.
Lindgren and his crew will head to the ISS in a brand new Dragon capsule called Freedom, with liftoff scheduled for early Saturday morning. On the turnpike right now, southbound, there is a vehicle crash. This is in Hobe Sound. It's at mile marker 125. Lanes are not blocked due to this accident. Other areas, including up here in St. Lucie County, we're looking all right at the moment. Whenever you see traffic, let us know at 340-1590.
In retirement, it's all about income, not spending down your principal. And anyone who tells you otherwise simply does not understand proper retirement planning. Hi, I'm Michael Burley of P Capital Management, inviting you to tune in to the Retirement Income Program. Powerful truths that you must know and understand so you may live the retirement you deserve. The key to retirement success is income.
Tune in to the Retirement Income Program right here every Monday morning at 11.
Now you got to plan the wedding. Now, I come from an Italian family. Italians do it a lot different than most people when it comes to weddings, okay? Italians don't register at Bed Bath & Beyond. We don't bring a toaster to a wedding. Italians bring cash, okay? Yeah, we put it in an envelope. Sometimes there's not even a card. There's just cash with a Post-it note. Congrats. Now, the bride and groom know they're getting cash. They're sitting there with a satin bag that says cash in diamonds. And people walk in and, they start making a deposit. Now, some people don't give the cash right away. They hold on to it. They wait till dinner's served. They'll have the dinner. They're eating the chicken. All right, the chicken's kind of dry. Take 100 out of the envelope.
My family's a bunch of weirdos. But here's the funny thing. No matter how messed up your family is, when you're a little kid, you don't realize your family is weird. Because all you know is your family. You're thinking, well, I guess that's how every family is then. Like I remember one time when I was little, I was at my friend Mike's house for dinner, right? And in the middle of dinner, I turned to him and I said, hey, Mike, these potatoes are undercooked. Your mother's in for a beating later, huh? I figured they were just like us. Yeah. And then Mike spills his soda. I'm like, run! Could get ugly. And we didn't have television growing up. My father thought TV was bad for you. So we played board games instead.
Well, we're coming up on top of the hour, which means hour number 2 for me and you right here at WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. Don't go anywhere.
Fox News. No word from the Biden administration on whether it's going to appeal yesterday's court ruling striking down the federal mask mandate on planes, trains, and other forms of public transportation. Fox's Jillian Turner.
U.S. District Judge Catherine Kimball Mizell in Florida writes the CDC failed to justify its decision to extend the mask mandate, saying it, quote, exceeds the CDC's statutory authority and violates the procedures required for agency rulemaking. The Biden administration extended the national mandate by 15 days. Before this ruling, it was slated to expire May 3rd. Last month, 21 states sued the Biden administration seeking to repeal the mandate. Top health officials say the mandate's needed to help protect Americans as new COVID cases are on the rise once again across large swaths of the country.
Russia is now moving into the second phase of its war in Ukraine.
Now, the president here, Zelensky in Ukraine, is warning that this entire country should be prepared for what Western intelligence officials have been warning about, Russia's major second phase of this war in the east.
Now we can already state that Russian troops begun the battle for the Donbass, for which they have been preparing for a long time. A significant part of the entire Russian army is now concentrated on this offensive. No matter how many Russian troops are driven there, we will fight. We will defend ourselves, and we will do it every day. We won't give up anything Ukrainian.
Russian missile strikes have already ramped up in the area of Kharkiv.
Fox's Matt Finn in Lviv. A spring nor'easter has left flooded roads and scattered outages.
For heavy snow, it's primarily interior New York at some elevation. So, northern, central, southern tier of New York, also far northeastern Pennsylvania.
America is listening to Fox News.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital. Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com. I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20. In New York City, police have yet to solve a murder mystery from this past weekend. The killing of a Queens woman whose dismembered body was left in a duffel bag.
51-year-old Orsolia Gall was stabbed reportedly 60 times inside the basement of her Queens, New York home. Her body was then stuffed inside of a duffel bag. The stay-at-home mom's husband and 17-year-old son were reportedly out of town looking at colleges. Her 13-year-old son was in the home at the time of the murder. He was questioned, but police let him go. Gall's remains were found near a highway 9 blocks away from her home, a trail of blood leading back to her house. A neighborhood surveillance camera appears to capture a man dragging a bag behind him. Police say Gall's body was inside.
Fox's Brian Yennis. Authorities have ordered evacuation south of Prescott, Arizona because of wildfires. As of yesterday afternoon, 500 acres were destroyed. A former mayor in Maryland who sent out revenge porn is back in the news. Fox's Sue Guzman reports that he won't go to jail.
Enter Bradshaw, the former mayor of Cambridge, Maryland, who admitted he posted nude photos of a former girlfriend on Reddit. He's going to avoid jail time thanks to a plea deal agreement. Bradshaw pleaded guilty to 5 counts of distributing revenge porn. He had been sentenced to a year and a day for each of the counts, but under the deal, he won't have to do any jail time. Instead, he'll have to pay $5,000 in fines, $750 in restitution for the victim, and to 100 hours of community service. Bradshaw resigned as mayor following his arrest in November. Sue Guzman, Fox News.
InfoWars, the company owned by conspiracy theorist Alec Jones, has filed for bankruptcy. The company owes millions of dollars to the parents of Sandy Hook shooting victims after Jones claimed the shootings never happened. I'm Roger Stern, Fox News.
What is your quality of life? The Owen Insurance Group plans on improving it on our Quality of Life radio show Tuesday mornings at 10 on both WPSL and WSTU. Hi, I'm Gary Owen of the Owen Insurance Group. Along with Tom Bouvier, we'll help you on the road of life and make it a better one. Don't forget the Quality of Life radio show Tuesdays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU on TuneIn and Alexa.
Florida real estate is hotter than the weather. Now is a great time to find that dream home. I'm Eileen Simons, Realtor with eXp Realty. Join me for My Dream Home every Monday morning at 10 on WPSL and WSTU. We'll talk about real estate, answer your questions, interview guest experts, have featured listings, and a featured community each week. That's My Dream Home radio show, Mondays at 10 on WPSL and WSTU, or listen on Alexa, Google Home, or on the TuneIn app.
Ellie's Downtown Deli has a brand new location that is now serving breakfast and lunch. It's Ellie's Dockside Deli, located at 3555 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in the Waterside Sailfish Marina. Ellie's Dockside Deli will be serving breakfast and lunch from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. Enjoy many items from their breakfast and lunch menu before you head out on your boat for the day, or why not enjoy breakfast or lunch right outside at one of the tables by the water. With Ellie's Dockside Deli, they'll even cater your next event for you and your friends.
This is Chef Mark Muller inviting you to enjoy breakfast and lunch at our newest location, Ellie's Dockside Deli. Plus, find out why our business catering means business for your business.
Ellie's Dockside Deli, located at 3555 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in the Waterside Sailfish Marina. They are open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. Call 772-291-2706. That's Ellie's Dockside Deli in the Waterside Sailfish Marina.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Oh, thank you very much, Madam Announcer, for those lovely words this morning.
Good morning, everyone. It's a crazy morning over here.
That's right. It's crazy.
That guy's the coolest guy in the universe.
I hope so.
I should have stayed in bed.
Okay, you stay in bed. I'll do the radio show, okay? That's a great deal. 7:08 this morning, Mr. Clock. Would you do the honors, please?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
7:08 a.m. on the Get Up and Go show. We welcome you into the program. 7:10 right now on the Get Up and Go show, and it's time to do our birthdays and anniversaries.
News on the radio. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
If you are celebrating a birthday today, we wish you a happy birthday. First and foremost, I want to wish my dog a happy birthday, Kaya. Kaya is celebrating a birthday today. I think she's 9 years old today. something of that sort. I don't know if my wife is listening. She'll call in and she'll inform me. Maria Sharapova is 35 years old today. That's the Russian tennis star. Comedian Ali Wong is 40 years old today. That's Doris on American Housewives. Let me see here. My mouse is acting very funny. Sorry. James Franco, 44 years old today. Jennifer Taylor is 50. That was Charlie's fiancée Chelsea on 2.5 Men. Jesse James, 53. That's the heavily tattooed Monster Garage dude who is probably the worst mistake of Sandra Bullock's life. Ashley Judd, 54 years old today. That's Tris' mom in Divergent movies. Marion Suge Knight, 57 years old today. Mark Volman, 75. The lead singer of the Turtles. Some of their biggest hits, Happy Together. She'd Rather Be Me. Eleanor, and You Showed Me. Tim Curry, 76 years old today. That's Dr. Frankenfooter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Celebrating a birthday in the heavens, Dudley Moore passed away in 2002. Dick Sargent passed away in 1994, and Jane Mansfield passed away in 1967. That was the bombshell of the 50s and 60s. She bared her voluptuous 5'1", 40, 21, 36 figure in Playboy. Ooh. And she also birthed the future of Law & Order SVU star Mariska Hargitay. Wow, incredible. Elliot Ness passed away in 1957, and Elliot is also celebrating a birthday today. Time to rewind the clock, go back in the day, 247 years ago today in 1775. The Revolutionary War began with the battles of Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts. 125 years ago in 1897, the very first Boston Marathon was run. It's the oldest marathon in America. 71 years ago in 1951, Shige Tanaka, who survived the atomic blast at Hiroshima during World War II, won the 55th Boston Marathon. 43 years ago today, in 1979, was the first pick of the NBA draft. The LA Lakers chose some Michigan State guard named Magic Johnson. He stepped down from meeting the team president, though, in 2019. 40 years ago, in 1982, NASA chose Sally Ride as the first woman astronaut, and also named Guion Bluford Jr. as the first black astronaut for U.S. space missions. 36 years ago, in 1986, Prince became the fifth songwriter to have two top 10 hits at the same time with the songs Kiss and the Bangles' Smash Manic Monday. 35 years ago in 1987, The Simpsons premiered as a cartoon short between skits on the second episode of Fox's now defunct The Tracy Ullman Show. 34 years ago in 1988, Sonny Bono was sworn in as mayor of Palm Springs, California. He skied into a tree and died 10 years later on January the 5th, 1998. 27 years ago in 1995, a truck bomb destroyed the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City, killing 168 people and injuring hundreds others. Timothy McVeigh was later convicted of federal murder charges and sentenced to death, and he was finally executed on June the 11th, 2001. Terry Nichols got life in prison for conspiracy and involuntary manslaughter in connection with the bombing. 25 years ago in 1997, Mike Tyson married his second wife, Dr. Monica Turner. They had 2 kids together, but she came to her senses and filed for divorce in July of 2003, and Robin Givens was his first wife. Interesting stuff. Today, of course, is National Garlic Day, so make sure and go get some garlic on all your food. It's also Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. I've got my PJs on. That's right. That's a vision to think about. It's National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day. So make sure and wear your PJs to work. It's also Kate Hudson Day. This award-winning actress, businesswoman, has always been an unstoppable force, so we celebrate Kate Hudson today. Time now, 7:15. We're going to join in with G and Bonnie.
Searching for a couple of these.
Very good.
Oh, yeah.
7:15 now. The morning show. G and Bonnie. Careology was created to talk about the issues that face you in your community. You're invited with me, Roxy, every Tuesday at 6:05 p.m. right here on WPSL 1590. Careology, the science of caring, is about you, family, and the community moving forward. Please do join us. Remember, Tuesday at 6:05 p.m.
Hi, this is Rudy Howard, your independent insurance agent. I now specialize in Medicare, health insurance, and small group insurance. That number is 475-8856. Same great service, more flexible hours. Just give me a call, 475-8856.
It's a new shopping season. It's now 2022, and you can get wood look tile at $6.99 installed. Get waterproof vinyl at $5.49 installed, or get your bathroom completely remodeled. Affordable flooring is here for over 32 years, and that's a long time. Don't go to the big box stores. Go to Affordable Flooring. 2 locations, one on Orange Avenue in historic downtown Fort Pierce, and on Village Green Drive in Port St. Lucie. For more info, call Lenny at 201-1888. That's 201-1888, and Lenny will answer all your questions.
You're hearing the morning show on the Treasure Coast, 1590 WPSL. Going to have the time of your life, I promise.
Bonnie, you mentioned this earlier because I guess you went to the theater. You like going to the theater and seeing these things on the big screen. You saw a survival movie on the big screen, and it ties right in with the 4 popular survival tips that I'm seeing here that are actually myths, but will kill you. Now, being that from that part of the country that you are, you guys did camping and all that?
Yeah, camping all the time. We would camp at Devil's Lake, at Upson Lake, Weber Lake. Devil's Lake, they have these huge cliffs that we used to walk up this huge mountain. It's kind of like getting on a stair stepper, only you're climbing. And once in a while, you would hear a rattlesnake. You'd hear the
Oh, you do that very well.
Because I remember hearing a rattlesnake once in a while.
Now, in your part of the world, is there a mythical character? Like we had the Jersey Devil in South Jersey. Did you guys have something like that, like the Bigfoot or anything like that?
Bigfoot, I think, was the major.
Oh, y'all still had so Bigfoot gets around, doesn't he?
Because, he likes to come to the woods in northern Wisconsin because there's plenty of big woods up there to hide in. I think there's a lot of hiders up there, too.
I think, what was the commercial? It was some insurance commercial, and Bigfoot's, his actual name is Daryl, isn't it?
I think it is. And, he kind of looks like a Daryl.
Yeah, I mean, Daryl, this is my brother Daryl, this is my other brother Daryl. But survival tips are fantastic and might save your life one day if you're ever in Bonnie's neck of the woods. And you get those tips from a credible source. But here's 4 popular survival tips, Bonnie, that they're saying are actually myths.
Wow, really? Now, I'm intrigued.
Now, Bonnie, you've heard the one, drinking water from a cactus to survive in the desert.
You really can't get water from a cactus? No?
I don't. According to this, while 1 or 2 species of cactus have a little water inside, most cactuses are filled with acids that can cause diarrhea and fatal dehydration.
What? You're kidding?
Now, I've seen it in the cartoons. They always get water. The coyote. I mean, you've heard it too, Evan, that you can drink the water from a cactus to survive in the desert.
Yes, definitely.
No, you can't.
What?
Who made that up? How many people had to die to realize it's not true?
You would think if you break it open, to me it reminds me of like an aloe vera plant.
Well, that works. That aloe vera stuff works. You put that on a cut or whatever.
Natural healing. Yes, it is.
Now, here's one, and I've never heard this one, to be honest with you. Opening all your windows to survive a tornado. Have you ever heard that, Evan?
No, I never have. That's just ridiculous.
I've never heard that one before.
That sounds silly.
Well,
I've heard of going in the bathtub, but don't open the windows first.
Yeah, or down in a basement if you have a basement, but who has a basement in Florida?
If you open your windows, it won't spread out the force of the tornado. It will create a wind tunnel that can rip off your roof. So spend your time getting to the basement. Let me see if we can find one. Who do we know that has one?
Down here? I don't know.
Now, I know both of you have heard this one. Lightning never strikes twice in the same place.
Oh, yeah.
Myth.
Myth.
I mean, and that even sounds like, I mean, what do you mean it never strikes twice in the same? Why not? Who says? Just because it didn't happen to you?
I've heard of a person that got struck by lightning
more than once.
Yeah.
Or maybe they were in a different place. Maybe they were in the front of their house the first time, and the second time they were sitting in their easy chair. I don't know.
Yeah.
But lightning never strikes the same place twice. It absolutely does. This myth started because of a joke. Lightning never strikes the same place twice because the same place isn't there anymore. But people ignored the second part, so the myth was born. There you go. And one more. Ration your water if you're stranded. Now, that makes sense.
Oh, of course.
If you're stranded, you don't want to drink all your water, do you?
No.
Don't you want to save it?
Save it and, share it if you're stranded with somebody?
Not. The right move is to ration sweat, not water. Try to stay cool, drink your water, and use the strength you get from the water to search for more water.
Well, that makes sense.
Because
kind of does.
Because dehydration is much more dangerous. I mean, I've never been stranded in the desert or anything like that I'm needing water from a cactus or any of this stuff. But just in case you are, folks, these are some survival tips that will keep you alive.
I'll remember that the next time I go camping, G.
I know you woke up this morning wanting to know this stuff, so that's why we
put it to good use.
We aim to please. Yeah.
7:21, good morning. A federal judge in Florida has voided the national mask mandate covering airplanes and other public transportation as exceeding the authority of U.S. health officials. The decision Monday by U.S. District Judge Catherine Kimball Mazzell in Tampa also said the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention improperly failed to justify its decision and did not follow proper rulemaking. The CDC recently extended the mask mandate until May 3rd to allow more time to study the BA2 Omicron subvariant of the coronavirus that is now responsible for the vast majority of cases in the U.S. Today in Martin County commissioners will decide whether to add a new zoning designation that would create a rural lifestyle land use. Here's WPTV's John Shaman in Hobe Sound.
This was a citrus grove, and it was in commercial production until about 2006.
Tom Hurley's family has been farming for 6 decades, but over time, the CEO of Becker Holding Corporation says citrus was no longer an option.
The diseases and the hurricanes really set us back.
Now, this site, west of Hobe Sound along Bridge Road, could become Atlantic Fields. 317 multi-million-dollar homes built on a portion of the 1,500 acres that's currently the Hobe Sound Polo Club.
Typically in South Florida on a parcel like this, you would see thousands and thousands of homes. We don't want that.
The only thing that follows up pretty much is just them walking in and saying, I'd like that land use.
Back in February, dozens came out to protest when the rural lifestyle zoning designation was first discussed, concerned that Martin County's comprehensive plan and existing urban service districts would be ignored.
The fear is that it would proliferate for the rest of the county. The practical reality, it will be a couple of 3 projects probably that will really be very additive when it comes to the tax base because it'll be very low density, very low services required, but very high lot prices.
Hurley says beyond the potential $20 million in annual tax revenue, the developers would donate this equestrian facility to Atlantic Ridge State Park and provide more public access, along with restoring wetlands and placing the family's 800-acre tree farm into a permanent agricultural easement.
This type of development that creates a lot of revenue and a lot of jobs without a lot of impact is really what if Martin County should be thinking about.
Whether county commissioners agree should be decided Tuesday. In Hobe Sound, John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A former St. Lucie County Sheriff's Office deputy has reached a deal with prosecutors that could spare him a life sentence behind bars. Evan Kramer was arrested in 2017, accused of negotiating sex while on duty in exchange for not taking women to jail. A total of 3 people identified as victims eventually came forward. Kramer also faced additional charges for a fight he got into behind bars. Under the agreement, prosecutors are dropping the most serious sexual battery charges. A 7-year sentence is what's on the table when Kramer is back in court in May. Strong communities often start with strong families. In Fort Pierce, fathers are coming together in a unique way to learn the best ways to be there for their children. It's through basketball. Here's more from WPTV's Megan McRoberts.
Underneath fluorescent lights, on an old gym floor, many young and old share a love of this game. burning off the stress of the day, but really the idea is to help burn off stress at home.
At the end of the day, it's not just about basketball.
John Caesar with the Children's Services Council bringing all of these men together after he got an idea.
Your words carry a lot of weight.
Give men who sign up 2 hours of free time to play in the AC.
Did you bring some of your fears over into parenthood?
All for just 1 hour of sitting and listening.
It's different when you parent daughters, when you parent sons.
To ways they can be the best dads possible.
Have those discussions and create a safe space for the guys to talk and share.
The program is called More Than a Game.
As myself, as a young father, I have 2 kids, a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old. I didn't have a father in my life, so for me it was personal.
So he knows the tips. The lessons shared here in a 10-week program go a long way.
Over the course of 10 weeks, they'll touch on tough topics like fathering without the use of drugs and violence and alcohol, but they'll also talk about how to enjoy quality time together for the fathers and father figures.
I had a lot of father figures, and that's why we did fathers and father figures. I didn't have my father when I was growing up.
Daryl Alexander has been through the 4 sessions so far.
The one thing that we can take away, that I took away personally, was just to be able to listen more, and sometimes be able to negotiate with your children.
A father of 5, putting in the work.
It makes me want to just spend more time with the kids and then just be there consistently and just be a bigger provider. Just give them all the things that I didn't have growing up.
So while basketball gets them in the door,
basketball is just exercise for them.
Walk off the court each week with a new, much more valuable set of skills.
I hope they think it's me the greatest dad in the world.
Megan McRoberts, WPTV, News Channel 5.
News time is 7:27. We'll have weather and traffic together for you next.
Time for a look at sports once again. Manager Alex Cora said the Boston Red Sox will be without some players for an upcoming series against the Toronto Blue Jays in Canada. On Monday, Cora announced that catcher Kevin Plawecki and 2 staff members have tested positive for COVID-19. Cora said he also expects to be without multiple unvaccinated players. Starting pitcher Tanner Houck told the Boston Globe on Sunday that he is not vaccinated against COVID-19 and won't pitch during the 4-game series beginning April the 25th. He would have been in line to start the 2nd game. Now, to enter Canada, the Canadian government requires a person must have received a second COVID-19 vaccine dose or 1 dose of the Johnson & Johnson at least 14 days prior to entry. Time now 7:28. We're going to take a look at traffic and weather coming up in just a moment.
Hi there, I'm WPTV's Megan McRoberts, and I've been reporting on the Treasure Coast for years, long enough to know that this place is special.
Same here, Megan. I'm WPTV's Derek Lowe, and I grew up on the Treasure Coast. So take it from me, a lot has changed around here.
We're bringing you what's happening and why it matters. I'm WPTV's John Shainman, and there are so many impactful stories here, it makes you feel good about where you live.
WPTV Treasure Coast News every Saturday at 7 p.m.
And on WPSL and WSTU Sunday morning at 11.
$7:29 right now on the Get Up and Go show. Time to take a look at traffic out the front door, 95 northbound. Exit ramp at PGA Boulevard. There's a vehicle crash, no roadblock in the area. Florida Turnpike looking very good north and southbound from Fort Pierce all the way down to the Jupiter area. Also, all the side streets, nice and clear here on the Treasure Coast. That's your latest look at traffic. 69 degrees under mostly sunny skies right now here on the Treasure Coast. Time to take a look at your weather with Katia Hall from WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the 60s and low 70s with a few stray showers for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the low 80s, less humidity and breezy winds with plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow through Thursday, comfortable weather continues. Low humidity, mostly sunny skies and breezy winds. Highs in the low 80s. Friday through the weekend, moisture increases and rain chances go up a little. Highs in the low 80s and staying breezy through the next 7 days.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katia Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
right, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at The Casey Ingram Show.
The professionals at Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives, businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kindred, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPSLTV.com.
Bringing arts and music together for one special weekend in Port St. Lucie, the Zen Arts and Music Festival, spanning 2 days with 2 stages, April 23rd and 24th at Mid-Florida Event Center, featuring performances by Grammy Award winners and 6-time Vocal Group of the Year, Diamond Rio. Billboard Music Award nominee, Tag Team. And American Music Award winner, Tone Loc.
Wow. Funky Coleman.
Plus, experience the best in art, wellness, mindfulness, dance, vendor booths, multicultural musical performances, kids zone, and plenty of food. The Zen Arts and Music Festival, April 23rd and 24th at Mid-Florida Event Center. Don't miss this celebration of arts and music in Port St. Lucie. Free admission and free parking. Visit ZanFestPSL.com for more information. Presented by Matt Amie Homes and Riverland.
Do you have a suggestion for the show? Send us an email, WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. And now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
This is not headline news. Russia is so desperate for soldiers, they're recruiting 60-year-olds. You can tell which ones they are because their tanks always have a blinker on. The post office will slow the delivery rate of first-class packages and celebrate their new slogan when it absolutely positively has to be there sometime around next week. And today is National Wear Your Pajamas to Work Day, or as our interns here at the radio station know it, Tuesday. This is not headline news.
From not headline news to the stupid stuff.
And now it's time for Stupid News.
It's so stupid and awesome.
Where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
So as you know, we scour the globe each and every day to find the most stupid news out there, and we've got some doozies for you today. We're going to go to Utah first, where a Utah maintenance technician was arrested after his supervisor at the feed mill where he works found what looked like a hit list on his desk with more than a dozen co-workers listed as targets. Now, the 56-year-old Army veteran called in sick, leading the manager to discover a note detailing a plan of which weapons to use in order to kill employees in sequenced attack. The manager called 911, especially concerned when the supposedly sick technician said he felt better and wanted to come into work, but refused to shut down the plant, so officials hustled to get a search warrant. SWAT found weapons detailed in the plans at the technician's home, and now he was arrested and being held without bail. Oh, that guy's a whack job. Let's go to Ohio, where an Ohio man is facing a theft charge for allegedly stealing $336.93 worth of sex toys from an adult novelty store, according to the police. Yes, you heard me correctly. Police responded Saturday morning to a panic alarm from a Cirilla's store in El Raya, a city 30 miles west of Cleveland. Cirilla's is a 60-store chain with outlets across the Midwest. Now, a store employee identified the shoplifting subject as a white male carrying a large knife on his hip. Upon arriving at the store, officers spotted Joshua Millsap, who's 28 years old, exiting Cirilla's and entering the passenger side of a Ford sedan parked outside. When confronted by the police, Millsap reportedly admitted stealing the merchandise from the store. After police recovered some of the sex toys from the vicinity of the car's passenger seat, a Cirilla's clerk advised that other items were still missing. Millsap then reportedly admitted to cutting a slit in his jacket and concealing other sex toys inside his jacket. An officer checked the jacket and located the additional items, and he was arrested and is being held on a $50,000 bond. Wow. That's a lot. That's an awful lot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. So, with that said, let me see here. I got to do something here. Okay. A Chinese man has been living in Beijing Capital International Airport for 14 years in order to smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol without his family nagging him about it. Remember The Terminal, the cult classic in which Tom Hanks plays a man stuck in an airport for years because of a political coup in his home country, which renders his passport invalid? Well, his story is nothing like that of this article's protagonist. A Chinese man has been living inside an airport for over 14 years of his own free will. After losing his job in the early 40s, Wei Wang became so depressed that he spent his days drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes. His family didn't like that one bit and told him that he had to give up at least two of the biggest pleasures in his life, and he wanted to continue living in the family home, if he wanted to continue living in the family home. He couldn't do that, so he simply moved into the airport. Wow. Interesting stuff. A 22-year-old guy in Ohio was walking down the street last Sunday when a guy in a ski mask walked up and robbed him. It happened in Warren, Ohio, about 50 miles outside of Cleveland. The mugger asked the guy if he was a drug dealer and pulled a knife when he said no. He stole about $80 and rode off on a bike. But before he left, he made the guy pinky promise that he wouldn't call the police. The man obviously ignored that request and broke his promise. But cops haven't found the mugger yet. It was dark out and he was in a mask, so they don't have much really to go on. Here's an interesting story out of the UK. Charming Paul Halligan, who's 60 years old, could well have the best job in the world. He's an official dog chauffeur and spends his days picking up dogs up from their homes in the UK and dropping them to doggy daycare. Paul has been a very important taxi driver for pets of footballers, MPs, and pop stars for 10 years, and some families even call him Uncle Paul. Over the last decade, Paul has covered 100,000 miles following personalized instructions for each pet, from putting Radio 4 on to tucking them into bed in a customized van. Paul says he's been doing the same route for 9 years and picking up some of the dogs since they were puppies. Interesting. Let's go to Oregon for our final story. Yesterday, a 71-year-old woman in Oregon named Nancy Brophy went on trial for allegedly murdering her husband 4 years ago. In 2011, she wrote an essay called How to Murder Your Husband. She also wrote a romance novel called The Wrong Husband. But the judge ruled that those facts can't be entered into evidence, so the jury won't now. We first heard about Nancy's arrest in 2018, but at the time, There weren't many details other than her husband had been shot and killed at work, and there weren't any witnesses. Nancy wasn't a successful writer, and if she did it, she wasn't a successful murderer either, because a lot of things are pointing to her, like a life insurance policy, an order for a ghost gun that you assemble yourself, and an order for a replacement gun barrel, and surveillance footage placing her nearby. The defense claims the gun stuff was her just researching material for a book, and everything else is just circumstantial. Oh boy, the tangled web that people do leave nowadays. I just suggest not doing that. 7:41, we'll take a short pause. We'll be back.
Are you an entrepreneur or business owner along the Treasure Coast? Well, then you should be tuning in to Small Biz Florida from the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. Hi, I'm Tom Kinder, your host for Small Biz Florida. Entrepreneurs and business owners will learn how the Florida SBDC and IRSC can help you start, grow, and accelerate your business.
Monday mornings at 11 on WSTU 1450 and worldwide on WPFLTV.com.
Life has taught you many lessons. Like, all you can eat is strangely unsatisfying. That's why it's better to have what you actually need. You've also learned that one size fits all never seems to fit. That's why a Cigna Medicare Advantage plan gives you care that fits your specific health needs. Learn more at CignaMedicare.com, because life has taught you well. Cigna is contracted with Medicare for PDP plans, HMO, and PPO plans in select states and with select state Medicaid programs. Enrollment in Cigna depends on contract renewal.
In retirement, it's all about income, not spending down your principal. And anyone who tells you otherwise simply does not understand proper retirement planning. Hi, I'm Michael Burley of P Capital Management, inviting you to tune in to the Retirement Income Program. Powerful truths that you must know and understand so you may live the retirement you deserve. The key to retirement success is income.
Tune in to the Retirement Income Program right here every Monday morning at 11.
Get ready to enter an undersea world at the 30th Annual Port St. Lucie Businesswomen Fashion Show. 11 a.m. Saturday, April 30th at the Santa Lucia River Club in Ballantrae. Enjoy a luscious lunch while viewing the latest fashions. This fundraiser supports community action grants and scholarships for women attending IRSC. Tickets are $60 and can be purchased online at pslbw.com.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We needed more space, so we had to move, but only right across the parking lot next to Subway. We're celebrating our move and new store with a huge sale. 25% off all jewelry, 30% off all Citizen watches, and 75% off all Invicta watches, including special orders. Just mention you heard it right here on WPSL or WSTU, and get the coolest T-shirt or keychain free while supplies last. And it might be the best time to sell, since gold has reached an all-time high, and we're paying more than ever for your scrap gold jewelry and your fine jewelry, as well as all of your coins and bullion products. St. Lucie Jewelry is the largest buyer of jewelry and coins since 1994, with 2 locations, one in St. Lucie West and one on the corner of Walton Road and US 1. Google us, check out our reviews, and come see us last.
For more than 30 years, European Kitchen and Bath has been providing the highest quality kitchen and bath products to their customers on the Treasure Coast. Designer fixtures and quality products at affordable prices. So whatever you need, a new sink and faucet to upgrade your current kitchen or bath, or if you're planning a full 100% makeover, European Kitchen and Bath will help you from start to finish. European Kitchen and Bath, serving the entire Treasure Coast. Visit their website, EuropeanSink.com.
Today in Ag News, I'm a Southeast Ag Now. Well, USDA has announced they are now accepting new and modified proposals from conservation partners for what is called the State Acres for Wildlife Enhancement. That initiative is a part of the Conservation Reserve Program. It's focused on effectively managing wildlife habitat, and USDA's Farm Service Agency has expanded available practices under the initiative in response to feedback from partners. As a matter of fact, to help improve planning and implementation of the initiative, FSA has added 2 new practices with the assistance of USDA's Natural Resources Conservation Service. FSA Administrator Zach Ducheneau told us they made several updates to improve the program participation.
Well, there are a couple of new enhancements that we're adding to SAFE this year, and then a new process that we want to make sure we highlight for folks that are out there that are interested. Landowners can establish wetlands, grasses, and trees to help build that critical wildlife habitat for the state or other purposes. And this year, we're going to have a sign-up beginning in June, and each state's going to have its own unique deadline. But states that are already in this program as of 2020 will need to submit a modification if the conservation partners want to continue that SAFE project to account for the changes that we've made. Definitely check in with your local county office.
Learn more about the State Acres for Wildlife Enhancement Initiative on our website, southeastagnet.com.
Farmers, produce safety inspections are here. Prepare your farm with an on-farm readiness review. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services and University of Florida are partnering to provide this on-site preparation service for free. Our team of produce safety experts offer individualized support to make sure your operation meets the regulatory requirements. Contact us to help prepare your farm today. Request your free visit at www.fdacs.gov/OFRR. That's www.fdacs.gov/OFRR.
Randall Wiseman, Southeast AgNet.
7:47 is your time right now on the Get Up and Go show. We're going to join back in with G and Bonnie.
Check Appliance on Oleander Avenue in Fort Pierce, 1 mile north of Midway Road, where there's always a full selection of name brands like Maytag, Amana, GE, Hotpoint, Whirlpool, Frigidaire, and more. ProTech will take care of delivery and installation, disposal of old appliances, changing the door on the refrigerator, hooking up water for your ice makers. If you purchase a dryer or a range, ProTech will make sure you have the proper 220-volt plug. ProTech Appliance has the best selection of reconditioned appliances and trade-ins, all with a 90-day parts and labor warranty. ProTech Appliance has a service and parts department that's second to none, covering Indian River to Martin counties 6 days a week. That's one location, 3600 Oleander Avenue in Fort Pierce, 1 mile north of Midway Road. Call 772-461-2444. That's 461-2444 for ProTech Appliance.
Get ready to enter an undersea world at the 30th Annual Port St. Lucie Businesswomen Fashion Show. 11 a.m. Saturday, April 30th at the Santa Lucia River Club in Ballantrae. Enjoy a luscious lunch while viewing the latest fashions. This fundraiser supports community action grants and scholarships for women attending IRSC. Tickets are $60 and can be purchased online at pslbw.com.
Careology was created to talk about the issues that face you in your community. You're invited with me, Roxy, every Tuesday at 6:05 p.m. right here on WPSL 1590. Careology, the science of caring, is about you, family, and the community moving forward. Please do join us. Remember, Tuesday at 6:05 p.m.
That smell. What's that smell? What smell? What's that smell?
Today is a very smelly day.
April 19th.
Today is National Garlic Day.
Like garlic?
You hate garlic, don't you?
No, I like garlic.
Just love garlic.
Garlic? Yes.
I eat 2 cloves of garlic.
Garlic makes me smell like a garlic.
Do I have garlic breath? Garlic.
Garlic.
Stinking road. A lot of garlic.
Showtime.
You know, a poll for National Garlic Day found only 3% of Americans hate it. Everybody likes garlic. I guess 45% either like it or at least don't mind it, and 52% agree with the statement, there's no such thing as too much garlic.
There really never is. And, you know, I have garlic cloves in my refrigerator. They're in a jar, and I got them from my good friend, Ken Coe at Southern Foods.
Oh, Ken still, what did I used to buy from him? something, because he sells all kinds of stuff.
Every time I go to an event, I look for him in his booth because he always has those goodies.
Doesn't he have like jams too or stuff like that?
He does.
Yeah.
And salsas and okra, pickled okra he has.
My grandfather grew okra. I've picked okra. I've sold okra. I don't like okra though. It's kind of sticky to me.
I love okra.
You like okra?
Yeah, I will have it heated with butter and salt. I'll have it pickled from a jar when it's cold and slimy.
Have you ever found it in a restaurant?
No, I haven't.
I wonder why they don't sell okra. Maybe it's not that popular.
I know. I've never gotten...
I mean, you can get squash, zucchini, but okra?
Yeah, I've never... maybe it's...
Have you ever seen it grow, how it grows?
I haven't.
It grows straight up.
What? Straight up?
It's straight up. I mean, on the stalk itself, and it's straight up in the air.
No kidding.
Yeah, and you just break it off.
Can
That's
you eat
crazy.
it raw like you can raw peas?
I don't think it would kill you.
My mom would have peas in her garden, and you could eat the pea whole, or you could split it open and take out the little peas in the shell.
I like black-eyed peas, but I don't like those little green snow peas. I've never liked them. I was always the last one at the dinner table when Mom made those. I'm like, what? and Dad loved them, so she would make that.
Did she make you eat them?
Yeah.
Did they make you eat your whole plate?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You had to eat that stuff. I mean, and there were certain nights when you were like, oh, damn, it's going to be a long night at the table. Because she used to make those little white navy beans. My dad loved that, those navy beans with ham in it.
Oh, they sound so good.
It is good now. I like it.
Now
As
you
a kid,
appreciate
I'm
it.
at the table an hour after everybody else is gone. And then finally, you're not going to eat it. And it just said, well, go to bed.
Your palate has matured, Gene.
I guess. I mean, you like those little white navy beans, Evan?
No.
I like them now, though. I really do. But garlic bread, 31% of the vote. Garlic bread, the number one favorite garlic food. Garlic chicken, number 2. Garlicky pasta. They're saying garlic.
With garlic nuts.
Garlic shrimp, number 4. And garlic nuts didn't even make the top 5.
Oh, I'm surprised.
I am, too. Garlic butter did, though. You ever use garlic butter?
Oh, yeah. And they sell it at Winn-Dixie. And
garlic fries are next, followed by roasted garlic, garlic hummus. And
never tried that.
Me neither. And 2% said their favorite way to eat garlic is raw. Oh, yeah? You ever do that?
Raw
Oh,
garlic.
it's so good that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do like that?
Oh, yeah.
And it's supposed to be medicinal. Like, it's supposed to be, like, kind of like clean out your system.
And the poll also found 24% of Americans think garlic makes everything taste better. 14 use it on pretty much everything they cook. And 12% say garlic breath doesn't bother them.
Somebody else's garlic breath will bother me, not my own.
Well, yeah, because you don't know unless you just blow into your own hand or something. And then
It's like a lethal weapon.
Well, a Martin County man is, let me just one moment while I do get this good story where a Martin County man is giving back to charity where he learned vocational training. And WPTV's Derek Lowe is telling us more about Project Lift.
And this is really the goal of Project Lift, right? To see these teens learn these vocational job training skills, I should say, graduate the program, and then obtain a full-time job in their trade of choice. And the unique opportunity here, get the chance to return to Project Lift to give back. Check this video out. This is Luciano Andres. He graduated from Project Lift's HVAC program back in June of 2020, learning the ins and outs of air conditioning. He was hired almost immediately by the Local Guy Air Conditioning. That's a local business here in Martin County. And now in a full circle story of success, he is returning here to install new AC systems as the charity expands its campus. The nonprofit here offers 11 different trades to teens ages 14 to 21, including construction, solar panel installation, and auto mechanics, just to name a few. For many teens like Luciano, it's an avenue towards a lifelong dream.
Ever since I was in high school, I had in mind already to do HVAC. So when I came out and went to Project Lift, learned there, and then came out on the field and learn more. And then that's my goal. Keep learning, then hopefully later on I'll do something bigger.
In Project Lift, they work with close to 100 industry partners just in this immediate area, providing skilled candidates for jobs that are in high demand right now. One thing we should also mention, while these teens are here learning these vocational skills, they're also earning a paycheck. We're live in Palm City this morning. I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A 22-year-old Indiantown woman is dead and 6 other people injured following a multi-vehicle crash in Martin County Monday evening. This according to Florida Highway Patrol. The incident accident occurred at 5:46 p.m. at Southwest Martin Highway north of Lake Okeechobee. FHP said a 44-year-old Miami Gardens man was driving a tractor-trailer southbound on State Road 710 when it crossed the center line into the northbound lane, colliding with a sport utility vehicle driven by a 22-year-old woman. That woman, whose name has not been released, has been pronounced dead at the scene, officials said. The tractor-trailer driver was not injured in the crash. 6 patients, including 1 pediatric patient, were transferred to local hospitals and their condition unknown at this time. And 2 Tampa men were arrested Saturday after about 170 gallons of gasoline were found in a boat they were operating in the Florida Keys, according to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Giovanni Vigoa, age 44, and Juan Rubio, 42, face charges of illegally transporting gasoline. Sheriff spokesman Adam Linhart said multiple containers of gasoline were found in the cabin of the boat when deputies stopped it on the Gulf of Mexico side of Marathon. On our turnpike southbound this morning, there is an accident. This one is in Hobe Sound on the turnpike, southbound at mile marker 125. No lanes being blocked from that vehicle crash. Call us when you see traffic at 340-1590.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the 60s and low 70s with a few stray showers for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the low 80s, less humidity and breezy winds with plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow through Thursday, comfortable weather continues. Low humidity, mostly sunny skies and breezy winds, highs in the low 80s. Friday through the weekend, moisture increases and rain chances go up a little. Highs in the low 80s and staying breezy through the next 7 days.
And that weather forecast brought to you by Martin Funeral Home and Crematory, 2 locations, Port St. Lucie and Stewart.
Martin Funeral Home and Crematory is Martin County's only locally family-owned and operated full-service funeral home with crematory on site. They specialize in veterans funerals and offer a 20% discount on all veteran services. Martin Funeral Home and Crematory accepts all pre-arrangements from any funeral home. With 2 locations on the Treasure Coast, Port St. Lucie and Stewart, their family will take care of your family. Martin Funeral Home and Crematory will personally answer your call day or night. 772-223-5550.
Hi there, I'm WPTV's Megan McRoberts, and I've been reporting on the Treasure Coast for years, long enough to know that this place is special.
Same here, Megan. I'm WPTV's Derek Lowe, and I grew up on the Treasure Coast. So take it from me, a lot has changed around here.
We're bringing you what's happening and why it matters. I'm WPTV's John Shainman, and there are so many impactful stories here, it makes you feel good about where you live.
WPTV Treasure Coast News every Saturday at 7 p.m.
And on WPSL and WSTU Sunday morning at 11.
The premier senior living show on the Treasure Coast is back. Harbor Place at Port St. Lucie presents Never Alone, a family's guide to senior living. Join Executive Director Jack Waldrop and his guests in the senior living community live and direct from Harbor Place at 11 o'clock every Tuesday morning on WPSL 1590 or on Alexa, Google Home, and TuneIn worldwide. The IRSE tradition of champions is continuing. 2022 was an amazing year in the classroom and the courts, pool, and fields. 18 of our student athletes had straight A's. The rest of the athletic department averaged better than a 3.2 grade point average. National domination in the pool continued, as did basketball, baseball, softball, and volleyball. 2023 will be here before you know it, and the tradition of champions will continue at the river in 2023.
Hi, this is Hawk Levy from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins. We needed more space, so we had to move, but only right across the parking lot next to Subway. We're celebrating our move and new store with a huge sale. 25% off all jewelry, 30% off all Citizen watches, and 75% off all Invicta watches, including special orders. Just mentioned you heard it right here on WPSL or WSTU, and get the coolest T-shirt or keychain free while supplies last.
And make sure you go by and check out that new space. I went by the other day, man. As Hawk always says, shop everywhere else, but Come see us last.
That's right. Come see them last. We're WSTU Stewart. We're Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. And then Chief Deputy John Budensiek is going to be here from the Martin County Sheriff's Office. So don't go anywhere. Don't even touch that dial.
Many travelers are happy. I'm Roger Stern, Fox News. Passengers on one flight applauding after learning that a judge in Florida threw out the federal mask mandate for planes, trains, and other forms of public transportation. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki voicing White House disagreement with the ruling.
The mask mandate should be in place and that it's safer for individuals who are flying to continue to wear masks. So we would say to anyone sitting out there, we'd recommend you wear masks on the airplane.
No word on whether the Biden administration will appeal the ruling. Airlines are still free to require masks, but none have offered to do so. Police in South Carolina have arrested a third person in connection with the weekend's shopping mall shooting, which injured 15 people.
Police believe this all sparked from a dispute. Two suspects were taken into custody, including Jawayne Price, but a judge set his bond at $25,000 and said he could go home under house arrest with permission to go to work. Police have a warrant out for a third suspect.
Fox's Shannon Breen. A one-time Chicago cop convicted of fatally shooting a black teenager won't face a second trial. Fox's Kathleen Maloney.
The U.S. Attorney's Office in Chicago announcing it will not criminally charge Jason Van Dyke in the 2014 shooting death of Laquan McDonald. The victim's family was consulted and is in agreement. The former cop was released from a Chicago prison in February after serving less than half of an 81-month sentence on his second-degree murder conviction in state court. Civil rights leaders, community activists, and others were outraged over what they consider a lenient sentence for the slaying of the teen who was shot 16 times. Kathleen Maloney, Fox News.
Russia ramping up its push to control eastern Ukraine. There are more assaults in the Donbass region. America's listening to Fox News.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I'm asking about Prevnar 20 because there's a chance pneumococcal pneumonia could put me in the hospital. Age 65 or older, you may be at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. The most commonly reported side effect was pain at the injection site. For additional common side effects and full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com. I want to be able to keep my plans.
So I'm asking my doctor about getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20. A military reservist who refused to get the COVID vaccine just saw his emergency appeal rejected by the Supreme Court. Fox's Lisa Lacera with more.
Lieutenant Colonel Jonathan Dunn is an Air Force reservist. His religious objections were rejected by the military, and he was removed from command. 3 of the High Court's conservative justices would have granted the request to put his dismissal and any other further punishment on hold while the litigation continues. The justices had already rejected a similar appeal from members of the Navy SEALs. Lisa Lacera, Fox News.
There are more cases of a mysterious liver disease first identified in Britain. We're seeing it in the U.S. and in other European countries. It causes liver inflammation. Doctors don't know what causes it. They're looking at viruses, including COVID-19. Johnny Depp begins testifying today in his defamation lawsuit against his ex, Amber Heard. Fox's Michelle Polino is following the trial.
Johnny Depp will take the stand in his defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard. The trial, in its second week of testimony, started off Monday with a doctor taking the stand to describe the night Johnny Depp's finger was severed. Dr. David Kipper said he helped Depp clean and bandage the wound and returned to Depp's house to look for the missing digit, which was found on the kitchen floor by Depp's personal chef. The actor is suing Heard for $50 million in damages over a Washington Post op-ed Heard wrote on domestic abuse, which she claims she was a victim of during their marriage. Depp was not named in the article,
but Depp's lawyers claim it was clearly referencing their relationship. Michelle Polino, Fox News.
The Biden administration has ordered an end to the testing of anti-satellite missiles. They create dangerous space debris. The U.S. blasted Russia and China for using their own anti-satellite missiles. I'm Roger Stern. This is Fox News.
The Slam Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
What are you waiting for? Call the Slim Body Laser Spa in Stewart today and start losing inches today. That's right, lose belly fat, your double chin, flabby thighs, upper arm fat. Well, you get the picture. In a short series of laser-assisted weight loss treatments, you can lose inches of unwanted fat. Call 223-5885.
The Slam Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Lose weight, feel great, and look fantastic with a little help from Dr. Fred J. Rizacker of Slim Body Laser Spa, East Ocean Boulevard in Stewart. And they're online. Visit their website, slimbodylaser.com. In a few short treatments, you'll see results. Lose 3, 6, even 9 inches of unwanted belly fat. The wait is over. Call today, 223-5885. That's 223-5885.
The Slam Body Laser Spa, the wait is over.
Forbearances, working remotely, internet shopping, retail space, and rental income have been hit hard by COVID. If you're looking to restructure your debt, obtain financing or equity, Commercial Mortgage can help you out. Tim Mullen at Commercial Mortgage has been providing debt restructuring services since 2003. Tim never charges a front fee and all consultations are free. Tim only gets paid if he provides you a debt workout. Looking for a debt solution or financing? Give Tim a call at 772-872-6099 or visit commercialmortgagellc.com to schedule your free consultation.
Coming to you live from Stewart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bob.
Well, as you know, it's time for hour number 3 for you and me.
God, this is going to be so yummy.
I know, it's going to be a great one.
Hey, that's quite a voice you've got there. You ever think about doing radio?
Well, what do you think I do for a living? Have you been sitting in a shell or what?
No, that's not funny.
I thought it was pretty funny this morning. It's 8:07, Mr. Clock, please.
It's now 8:07 a.m.
Well, if you're thinking about being a bad boy in Martin County, this is the place that you should not come. You don't want to come to Martin County because Sheriff William Snyder and his posse will show you what a bad boy really can be all about, because they will just take your carcass right to jail. Do not stop. Do not go past go. Don't collect $200. No, nothing at all. That's right. That's what it's all about. Chief Deputy John Budensiek on the line with us right now. And, John, good morning to you.
Good morning to you also.
Hope you like that intro I did there.
It wakes everyone up wide awake at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning.
It has to. You never know what I'm going to pull out of my hat this morning.
Always, not just this morning.
No.
So.
Hey, how was your Easter? How's the family? Everybody have a good holiday?
Yes, Easter was great. Of course, we went to church and then meals with the family, the extended family, so we had a great Easter. Yours?
It was good. It was good. It was just me and Gavin and my wife, Rachel. We went to first service at 8 o'clock in the morning, and oh my gosh, I didn't realize. You know, it's our church is always crowded as it is at Christ Fellowship, but right. It's like everybody comes out of the woodwork one day a year to go to church on Easter. And my theory is, John, why can't you go the other 51 weeks of the year? instead of just 1 week. That's my philosophy.
If you have the answer, you should be a pastor.
I just wish I could. I wish I could. But hey, listen, I'll take, if you want to go 1 week out of 52 weeks, 1 week is better than no week. That's the way I look at it.
It is. It's a good start. My children actually went to a sunrise service down at the beach, which they said was beautiful. I didn't happen to make it to that one. But then they also followed up and went to the regular service. So they were hard chargers.
You got to love it. You got to love it when the kids are so dedicated to the Lord. It's just such a good feeling as a parent, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's get into our discussion this morning. Man, I have heard about this all over the place, and now it's come into our area, and it's all around the United States. It's the infamous key fob scam. Unbelievable why they would do something this stupid. Unbelievable. Let's talk a little bit about it.
It is, and it's always something. It seems like we go from one scam to another.
Yeah.
The key fob scam, thankfully, has not hit Martin County yet, but it hit North Lake Boulevard, which is only a few miles south of our border.
Mm-hmm.
So, in this instance, off of North Lake, it was a car dealership. So these criminals, they're a half a notch above the lowest rung of criminals, so they're a little smarter. They find a key fob, and they find a vehicle where the key fob actually operates the vehicle, runs the vehicle. And they'll go and pretend to be interested in the vehicle, and at some point in that transaction, normally it's more than one individual that's doing this hustle, they will swap a fake key fob for the real key fob that runs the car, leave the car lot or wherever they're shopping for this vehicle with the real key fob, and then, of course, return later and just steal the car, drive the car off the lot like they own it.
Wow.
So it's hit as far north as North Lake. They hit a Ford dealership down there. It's been about 2 weeks now. But it's not just car lots that can suffer from this. When you're advertising your car on Facebook Marketplace or
right.
wherever you offer up, wherever you're trying to offer, they can look at the car, they can target what you have and find a dummy replica and then come play the same game. So it's something that we all need to be aware of. Of course, our car lots need to be aware of it, but if we're selling cars personally also, we need to be on top of it.
That's really, I can't believe that is, it's trending all across the U.S. right now where they go into a dealership. I guess they buy these fake key fobs online is what they do, and they swap out. But what I don't understand is when they go and they take these vehicles, they take them for a test drive, obviously, correct?
They do.
Okay, so they take the vehicle for a test drive. They bring the vehicle back. They have to park the vehicle. They go back inside, and they give the salesperson the replicated key fob, which is fake. Now, you would think that the salesman would have to go back out to the lot and put the car back where it was, or is the thief putting the car back in the exact same place that they started when they did the test drive?
I don't know the exact answer to your question, but my assumption would be that they would try to put it back and situate it as naturally as it would be when they arrived. Another thing that's not helping us either across the board with all these scams and a lot of crimes is it's normal now for people to wear masks. So, these guys show up at a car lot for their protection, allegedly. They're wearing a mask, and no one thinks a thing about it. So they're brave. I can't imagine showing up at a car lot and just stealing a car in essentially broad daylight. But they're brave, but they're also wearing masks to disguise their identity.
I know that when I go to test drive a vehicle at a dealership that I've been doing business with for 30 years down in West Palm, they will take the car off the lot, they'll bring it to the front of the dealership, put it in a parking place, and then I will get in it and I'll test drive it with the salesman. And then, and see, that's where they're wrong right off the bat. If they're letting these guys go test drive these things without a salesman in it, right there is a red flag, right, John?
It is, but you got to remember these guys are hustling them too. They're distracting them.
Yeah.
You know, one will ask a question at the rear of the car, and the other one's in the car. And then another thing too is, a lot of times there's more than one key fob on a ring. So, you know, the salesman will just simply think that the one key fob is not working and use the other one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because nowadays the vehicles come with two key fobs. Most new vehicles come with two. So I guess what they'll do is, like you said, they'll swap one out, and the salesman thinks nothing of it. Oh, well, this one, the battery's dead. Let me try the other one. The other one works. Oh, okay, no problem.
And the car still runs. So it's a thoughtful scam. Of course, like I said, I can't imagine getting arrested with a stolen car, but I think it shines a light on the bigger issue is what's happening to these criminals on the backside. Well, they're not getting a lot of time south of us, so there's not as much of a deterrent as we would have here in place. So it's a sad thing all the way around.
Now, when you say they're not getting enough time, meaning they're not getting enough jail time as far as a sentence goes, correct?
Correct. It seems to be a revolving door, especially south of us, and I'm not just trying to make a political statement, but you know, there's a lot of violent crimes happening, so those crimes get the attention, and those guys and gals are going away to prison for longer periods of time.
Right.
But a stolen car is a big deal to me and you.
Mm-hmm.
But in other areas, it's just a stolen car. It's called a property crime. So these individuals are not getting the time that I think that they deserve to get, and that's why you're seeing these brazen approaches to stealing cars.
It's like, remember almost a year ago, my vehicle was vandalized here, and to this day, I'm not happy with the results. I'm not happy with anything else. Not happy with the way it was handled. You know, yeah, they were juveniles. They were from the South, but I'm the victim. I'm the one that got the short end of the stick in the whole deal.
And it doesn't. And we've talked about this before. As the victim, you don't get compensated what you deserve for all the hassle that you had to go through dealing with it. Insurance covered a small part of it, but it didn't cover your time off. It didn't cover deductibles. You never get fully compensated. Even though the judge orders these bad guys and gals to compensate you, they never do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's just terrible. Yeah, that's a whole other topic. We could spend hours talking about that.
Yes.
You know, definitely so. Let's switch gears a little bit. School's going to be out in another month. What advice do you have for the listeners out there? Obviously, we're going to see more kids, out and about. There a lot of kids getting their driver's licenses and things like that. What kind of advice do you have for our listeners out there with school being out in about another month or so?
Well, my advice is to the parents, because the parents are really where this is all at. I have kids. I have 4 kids.
Right.
And 3 of them are teenagers. My advice is, as it always is, know where your children are, know who they're hanging out with, go through their phones. You know, don't let their phone be their private property that you can't look at. Go through their phones, know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And know what they're looking at. It seems to be weekly now where we have a case where juveniles are hooked up with people that are older than them and have ill intentions. And a lot of that happens through social media. A lot of that happens in school and where friends introducing their friends. So it's important that the parents know where their children are and then spot check on them. Go where they, you can track your kids on their phone or on their watches or whatever device they have. So go where they are, check on them, see who they're with.
Mm-hmm.
And if parents will kick into gear, it'll make for a nice summer where we can, relax and kids can have fun, but they can do it in a manner where they don't get themselves in trouble.
I'm sure you heard of the incident that just happened out of St. Lucie County, where that young lady from Treasure Coast High School went missing, and they found her later in the day, and she just simply wanted to skip school.
And I understand that, Evan. You you might have done that yourself at one point. So I understand kids being kids. But
Yeah.
Our job as adults is to try to get these kids through that stage of life without them getting themselves hurt or them hooking up with somebody that's going to hurt them. And nowadays, there's so many different avenues for people to hook up with these kids that can result in a tragedy that just our job to be on top of as much as we can.
Yeah, thank God this instance that had a lot of manpower on the case
Yes.
Turned out to be a happy ending instead of a terrible ending. And again, I tip my hat to the young man, the guardian angel that found the young lady and not the law enforcement department. And this is not the first time he has located somebody. So I have to tip my hat off to that guy.
Absolutely. Law enforcement is a small percentage of our population, so
yeah,
we take all the help we can get.
Yeah, definitely, especially from the civilians and that program, the Guardian Angels. It's a great program. Chief Deputy John Budensiek, our special guest this morning. John, always a pleasure, and I will not be speaking with you next week. We'll have somebody pinch hitting for you, and then the following week I will be speaking with you. Hopefully, I can get you in here in studio one day before the end of the year, hopefully.
I'll be back in 2 weeks on the phone.
All right.
Taking Evan public shaming, so we'll talk.
I would never do that to you, man. You know how I feel about you. You're one of the nicest people I know, and just you're an amazing individual. You really are, and you have a beautiful family.
Flattering. Well, have a wonderful week.
All right, buddy. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye now. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold opening up at $1,981.10 an ounce. Silver opening up $25.97 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, and it's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
This is Hawk Levy from St. Lucie Jewelry and Coins.
Dr. Frankenfurter and that, and the butler included.
Parking lot next to Subway. We're celebrating our move and new store with a huge sale. 25% off all jewelry, 30% off all Citizen watches, and 75% off all Invicta watches, including special orders. Just mention you heard it right here on WPSL or WSTU, and get the coolest T-shirt or keychain free while supplies last. And it might be the best time to sell since gold has reached an all-time high, and we're paying more than ever for your scrap gold jewelry and your fine jewelry, as well as all of your coins and bullion products. St. Lucie Jewelry is the largest buyer of jewelry and coins since 1994, with 2 locations, one in St. Lucie West and one on the corner of Walton Road and U.S. Come to us, check out our reviews, and come see us last.
8:22 is the time right now on the Get Up and Go show. We're going to join back in with G and Bonnie.
I thought of Welcome to My Nightmare right away. And
I like some of his stuff that was out for summer and 18 and I don't know what I mean.
Yeah, he had some really, that whole Alice Cooper album with 18 was a good one. I think I remember like every single song from it.
You can't tell me what to do. See, I'm making up the words. It's 2 songs I like by him.
And I think he's still rocking too. I'm pretty sure he's like good friends with Ace Frehley, like from Kiss.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Hayden Christensen is turning 41. Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, very good. On the, movie? Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I am your father.
That was very, very good.
Thank you.
Now people are going to want to watch that movie this evening just because you did that. Happy birthday.
I am your father.
Thanks a lot, Bonnie. Appreciate that. 8:24 now. It's the morning show with G&B. We'll be back.
Do you have issues on the job with wages or overtime, family and medical leave, disability issues, discrimination, or sexual harassment? Do you have a landlord and tenant problem or have a contract dispute? Have you been defamed or have your civil rights been violated? Hello, I'm attorney Stuart M. Address, and for more than 30 years I've been fighting for the rights of everyday people. I believe in aggressive advocacy combined with personalized attention. That means being available to my clients. It means answering emails, sometimes at 3 in the morning, and checking my messages over the weekend. It means caring about you. If you want to speak with a lawyer who will not be intimidated and will actually care about you, call my office, Stuart M. Address, PA, at 772-781-8003 or send us a message through our website at www.stewartaddresslaw.com. We will respond to your calls and messages because we care. Our office is in Stuart, Florida.
Abacoa Insurance.
Hi, my name is Eileen at Abacoa Insurance. We are here to help you with all your insurance needs. So if you think you are paying too much, please call us 877-331-3326. And remember, folks, we write insurance for the entire state of Florida, from Key West to the Panhandle. So give us a call.
When you've had it with the rest, call the best. Abacoa Insurance.
877-331-3326.
Bonnie, before we do news, I had one more request. Someone called in and asked us if they had never heard this theme song before. And
well, then they never heard this radio show before either.
Again.
Good morning, it's 8:25, and today, Martin County Commissioners will decide whether to add a new zoning designation that would create a rural lifestyle land use. Here's WPTV's John Shaman in Hobe Sound.
This was a citrus grove, and it was in commercial production until about 2006.
Tom Hurley's family has been farming for 6 decades, but over time, the CEO of Becker Holding Corporation says citrus was no longer an option.
The diseases and the hurricanes really set us back.
Now, this site, west of Hobe Sound along Bridge Road, could become Atlantic Fields. 317 multi-million-dollar homes built on a portion of the 1,500 acres that's currently the Hobe Sound Polo Club.
Typically in South Florida on a parcel like this, you would see thousands and thousands of homes. We don't want that.
The only thing that follows up pretty much is just them walking in and saying, I'd like that land use.
Back in February, dozens came out to protest when the rural lifestyle zoning designation was first discussed, concerned that Martin County's comprehensive plan and existing urban service districts would be ignored.
The fear is that it would proliferate for the rest of the county. The practical reality, it will be a couple of 3 projects probably that will really be very additive when it comes to the tax base, because it'll be very low density, very low services required, but very high lot prices.
Hurley says beyond the potential $20 million in annual tax revenue, the developers would donate this equestrian facility to Atlantic Ridge State Park and provide more public access, along with restoring wetlands and placing the family's 800-acre tree farm into a permanent agricultural easement.
This type of development that creates a lot of revenue and a lot of jobs without a lot of impact is really what if Martin County should be thinking about.
Whether county commissioners agree should be decided Tuesday. In Hobe Sound, John Shaman, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The search for a missing cruise ship passenger is over. The Coast Guard has suspended the search for a man who jumped overboard Saturday from Carnival Cruise Line's Mardi Gras ship about 60 miles off Brevard County. And in Green Acres, it's a feel-good story about a South Florida woman and her dog. 21-year-old Toby Keith, a Chihuahua from Green Acres, has earned the Guinness World Record. When Toby Keith turned 20, his owner, Gisela Shore, thought he might be headed for something historic. It took her 6 months, but she was finally able to get Toby Keith confirmed with the Guinness Book of World Records. He is now the oldest living dog on the planet. Our news time at 8:28. We'll have weather and traffic together next. Joy.
We go to the scoreboard from last night with a couple of scores, 8-3, the Twins over the Red Sox. The Cubbies over the Rays, 4-2. The Brewers over the Pirates, 6-1. Astros over the Angels, 8-3. Rockies over the Phillies, 4-1. The Padres beat the Reds, 4-1. Athletics over the Orioles, 5-1. The Dodgers beat the Braves, 7-4. And then, of course, we had a couple of late games that we don't know the scores as of yet. 8:28's the time. We'll have a look at traffic and weather together next.
At Mark Breckville Certified Public Accountants are proud to sponsor Treasure Coast Solutions, a community service program designed to provide information you can use, a local perspective on national issues, local solutions to meet your individual concerns. At our firm, we believe that information is knowledge, and with knowledge comes the power to have a positive impact on our lives businesses, schools, and community. If you would like one of our professionals to address your personal financial or business concerns, please give us a call to set up an appointment at 220-3380.
8:29 is the time right now on the Get Up and Go Show. Time to take a look at traffic once again as we look on the highways and byways. Florida Turnpike southbound, mile marker 125, vehicle crash, no lanes blocked in that area. Also, we have, why did that do that? I'm talking to myself. All right, let me zoom out here. Let me find this other one. And we have, that's the only one on 95 southbound. Looking real good right now. That's your latest look at traffic. 71 degrees under partly sunny conditions right now. Here's another look at weather with Katya Hall from WPTV.
Your WPTV First Alert forecast calls for temperatures this morning in the 60s and low 70s with a few stray showers for the morning drive. This afternoon, highs in the low 80s, less humidity and breezy winds with plenty of sunshine. Tomorrow through Thursday, comfortable weather continues. Low humidity, mostly sunny skies and breezy winds, highs in the low 80s. Friday through the weekend, moisture increases and rain chances go up a little. Highs in the low 80s and staying breezy through the next 7 days. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
No hype, just facts. I'm Casey, and I invite you to tune into the Casey Ingram Show at my new time, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Hear from community leaders, learn about some of our great nonprofit organizations, get the latest updates from our elected officials, and meet the candidates. Even rock and roll legends have joined the show from time to time. I'm conservative but not divisive, bringing you the talk of the community. It is a fun and interesting hour beginning at 10 a.m. every Wednesday on WSTU AM 1450 and Facebook Live at the Casey Ingram Show.
If you're age 65 or older and own a traditional IRA, 401k, or other retirement plan, you'll soon have to deal with your required minimum distribution, or RMDs. Suddenly, a portion of your tax-deferred savings will be taxable again, and the overall impact on your portfolio could be significant if you're not armed with the right information.
Join Michael Burley of Peak Capital Management for a free educational workshop on RMDs Tuesday, April 19th, 2 p.m. at the Hoke Library in Jensen Beach. Reserve your seat now at 772-334-9592.
You'll learn how much more you have to take out, how much tax liability they create, how they impact your Social Security, and so much more. Once again, this is a free educational workshop on required minimum distributions.
Reserve your seat now at 772-334-9592 or visit peakcapitalmanagement.net. Don't delay. Call today to reserve your seat.
For more than 30 years, European Kitchen and Bath has been providing the highest quality kitchen and bath products to their customers on the Treasure Coast. Designer fixtures and quality products at affordable prices. So whatever you need, a new sink and faucet to upgrade your current kitchen or bath, or if you're planning a full 100% makeover, European Kitchen and Bath will help you from start to finish. European Kitchen and Bath, serving the entire Treasure Coast. Visit their website, EuropeanSync.com.
Bringing arts and music together for one special weekend in Port St. Lucie, the Zen Arts and Music Festival, spanning 2 days with 2 stages, April 23rd and 24th at Mid-Florida Event Center, featuring performances by Grammy Award winners and 6-time Vocal Group of the Year, Diamond Rio. Billboard Music Award nominee, Tag Team. And American Music Award winner, Tone Loc. Funky Coleman. Plus, experience the best in art, wellness, mindfulness, dance, vendor booths, multicultural musical performances, kids zone, and plenty of food. The Zen Arts and Music Festival, April 23rd and 24th at Mid-Florida Event Center. Don't miss this celebration of arts and music in Port St. Lucie. Free admission and free parking. Visit ZanFestPSL.com for more information. Presented by Matt Amie Homes and Riverland.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
8:34 is your time right now on the Get Up and Go Show. Without further ado, here's Randy Segal with the Space Report. Captain Randy, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Admiral. Well, sirs, on this date in history, back in 1967, that the United States landed its Surveyor 3 spacecraft on the moon. In 1971, Russia launched its Salyut 1 spacecraft. That Salyut 1 was their first space station. However, when the crew tried to dock with the station, they were unable to open it up for a visit, so they had to return to Earth. And as they returned to Earth, they met disaster as their spacecraft had a leak in it and the oxygen went out of it. In 1982, the Salyut 7 spacecraft was launched for Russia, a space station that spent quite a bit of time in space. Well, we now know that the United States has decided to take bilateral action concerning anti-satellite missile testing. According to Vice President Harris, she heads the national security norms, and she said in a visit to Vandenberg Space Force Base, California yesterday, that the United States will no longer test anti-satellite missiles in orbit. We will not launch any vehicle to destroy another vehicle in space during a test. And it is hoped that no other country will do the same thing. One of the main reasons for this is that when you destroy a vehicle in low Earth orbit, you have debris that can be harmful to human flight into space and to other spacecrafts going through that area. So as a result, the United States has chosen not to do it again. NASA astronauts Kajil Lindgren, Robert Hines, Jessica Watkins, and European astronaut Samantha Cristofiorte will hold a virtual press conference today as they get ready to fly to the International Space Station. They are currently staying at the Neil Armstrong Operations and Checkout Building. That's the crew quarters where the astronauts remain while awaiting a launch once they arrive at the Florida spaceport. The facility dates back to the Apollo program. It was also used for missions under the Space Shuttle program. Inside the crew quarters are 23 bedrooms, each with its own bathroom, and the iconic suit room. That's where astronauts are helped into their spacesuits before exiting the O&C building and making their short journey to the launch pad. I remember many, many times being outside the O&C, greeting the astronauts as they got into their Astrovans ready to go to their launch pad. Launch currently is scheduled to take place on Saturday, the 23rd, at 5:26 a.m. in the morning. And about 24 hours later, they hope to join the current crew, Crew 3, which is on board the space station, for a short handover as Crew 3 gets ready to return to Earth in late April. Crew 3 consists of Raja Shari, Thomas Marshburn, Caleb Barron, and Matthias Marr from the European Space Agency. They will splash down off the coast of Florida. Weather conditions currently are giving it a 30% chance of violating launch rules on the launch day. If they have to go to a backup day, it's a 50% chance of weather violating the rules. So far, everything looks like it is working extremely well for that launch to take place. This evening at 7:45, NASA will have coverage of the hatch closure at about 8 p.m. And then at about 9:45, they will start coverage for undocking of the spacecraft. The decision was made that they will not undock the spacecraft if they know they cannot land due to weather constraints. So it'll be an up-to-the-minute view of what's happening in the Atlantic Ocean as well as what's happening in the Gulf before a decision is made to allow them to leave the space station. Russian cosmonauts Oleg Otsuneyev and Denis Medvedev have concluded a spacewalk yesterday of 6 hours and 37 minutes. They spent that time working on jettisoning, they were on getting a robot arm ready to be used. They're working on the control system of the European robot arm, which is a 37-foot-long manipulator system that's mounted to the recently arrived Nayuka module on the space station. They also removed protective covers from the arm and installed handrails on Nukia. The arm will be used to move spacewalkers and payloads around the Russian segment of the station. The next spacewalk is scheduled for the 28th. The duo from Russia will jettison thermal blankets used to protect the arm during its July 2021 launch with Nukia. They'll also flex the arm's joints, release the launch constraints, and monitor the arm and its fixture. NASA is getting ready to work on missions to Mars that'll be a lot less cost for a lot better information. Tomorrow we'll tell you about rolling back the Space Launch System and cooperation with Russia on space. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
That's Randy Segal with the Space Report. He does our Space Report each and every weekday right here on this radio program. Time to head on over to Ellie's Dockside Deli, where now they are serving breakfast. That's right, you're hearing me right. Their new location is now serving breakfast, like breakfast sandwiches. They have a bacon, egg, and cheese, ham, egg, and cheese. They have sausage, egg, and cheese, French toast sticks, breakfast burritos, fruit parfaits, fruit cups, the list goes on and on. Ellie's Dockside Deli has a full breakfast and lunch menu available for takeout and eating right by the water or even on your boat at their brand new location at 3555 Southeast St. Lucie Boulevard in the Waterside Sailfish Marina. They're open from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. Call 772-291-2706. Ellie's Dockside Deli, located in the Waterside Sailfish Marina.
For more than 30 years, European Kitchen and Bath has been providing the highest quality kitchen and bath products to their customers on the Treasure Coast. Designer fixtures and quality products at affordable prices. So whatever you need, a new sink and faucet to upgrade your current kitchen or bath, or if you're planning a full 100% makeover, European Kitchen and Bath will help you from start to finish. European Kitchen and Bath, serving the entire Treasure Coast. Visit their website, EuropeanSink.com.
In retirement, it's all about income, not spending down your principal. And anyone who tells you otherwise simply does not understand proper retirement planning. Hi, I'm Michael Burley of P Capital Management, inviting you to tune in to the Retirement Income Program. Powerful truths that you must know and understand so you may live the retirement you deserve. The key to retirement success is income.
Tune in to the Retirement Income Program right here every Monday morning at 11.
Bringing arts and music together for one special weekend in Port St. Lucie, the Zen Arts and Music Festival, spanning 2 days with 2 stages, April 23rd and 24th at Mid-Florida Event Center, featuring performances by Grammy Award winners and 6-time Vocal Group of the Year, Diamond Rio. Billboard Music Award nominee, Tag Team. And American Music Award winner, Tone Loc. Funky Coleman. Plus, experience the best in art, wellness, mindfulness, dance, vendor booths, multicultural musical performances, kids zone, and plenty of food. The Zen Arts and Music Festival, April 23rd and 24th at Mid-Florida Event Center. Don't miss this celebration of arts and music in Port St. Lucie. Free admission and free parking. Visit ZamFestPSL.com for more information. Presented by Mattamy Homes and Riverland.
With any business, the most valuable asset are the people and the teams, no matter how small or large the organization. Hi, I'm Catherine Culhane, Associate Director for the Florida SBDC at Indian River State College. Let us help your organization turbocharge your team. As a certified driving forces analyst, I will help management work more effectively with your people, increase and improve communication, reduce conflict and stress, better understand strengths and weaknesses so that your people are properly aligned in their jobs. Hire the right people. Let the Florida SBDC at IRSC transform your company using a customized assessment system, knowledge, and resources. Grow and accelerate your organization by turbocharging your team. To get started, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC.
For confidential one-on-one business consulting at no cost, contact the Florida SBDC at IRSC at 336-6285. Online at irscbiz.com.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
Time now is 8:45 on the Get Up and Go Show, and there's a big event that's going to be coming up at the Mid-Florida Event Center. It's the Zen Arts Music Fest, otherwise known as ZAM Fest. It's going to be happening on Saturday and Sunday, April 23rd and April the 24th. And some of the musical acts that they're going to have there take me back to my club days. I will say that much. Joining me on the line right now is the Event Center Director, Linda McCarthy from the Mid-Florida Event Center. Linda, thanks a lot for joining me this morning.
Hey, good morning, Evan and Bonnie. How are y'all doing this morning?
Good. Actually, Bonnie's up at another location. She's at our sister station, so you just have me this morning.
Okay.
That's all right. No problem.
You're good.
That's all right. You'll take me. And you and I know each other from my my other company, my entertainment company, from doing weddings over there.
Yes. You're very popular with our wedding schedule, Evan. So thanks for all you do to help our events here.
No problem. I have a lot of fun, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Zen Arts Music Festival. It's going to be happening on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. There's going to be music, kids zone, food trucks, a vendor fair. Oh, my gosh, there's so much to do. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, Evan, and it's all free, right?
Yeah.
So, the city of Port St. Lucie, I guess around 6 or 8 months ago, we got together with the St. Lucie Cultural Alliance, and the city wanted to do a free celebration of arts and music in Port St. Lucie because, we've got all this talent here from music, local acts, all our artists, and so the city wanted to celebrate the diversity. The city's we're a city for all people. So what a better way than to celebrate that, other than a free festival, right? So this weekend we've got, an incredible lineup, as you mentioned, Diamond Rio Saturday night, and, Sunday afternoon we've got, again, taking back to your days of the 90s, we're going to turn the place into a really cool hip hop party. With Tag Team and Tone Loc.
Oh, my God. Whoop, there it is.
There it is.
And Funky Cole Medina. Does it get any better than that? Man, Sunday, wow, what a great lineup.
Yeah, and we're going to have Funky Cole Medina drink specials, too, on Saturday and Sunday.
Boy, does that sound good.
And so, it's a free community event. We want everybody to come out and just celebrate what Port St. Lucie has to offer in terms of the arts and music and our culture and multicultural talent we have here. And so this is just another example of the city's mission and message of being a city for all people. So food trucks.
Oh, that's everybody's favorite.
We've got the egg roll truck coming.
Oh, I've heard, let me tell you something. I go to the food trucks out in Tradition when they come out there, and every time that darn egg roll truck shows up, the line goes around the entire, like the whole center. It's like an hour just to get up to it.
It's got a following. I mean, I don't know how many tens of thousands of people
it's like a
follow
cult.
them on Facebook.
They have a cult following.
People come out just for the egg rolls, right?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
So, and I know you know a lot about, music, doing what you do.
Right.
And so, we've got the Reggae Rainfall Band, we've got the Groove Soul Band, we've got the Tomasito Cruise Band, and so we've got these local and regional acts that are performing all day, and then we close the night Saturday with, of course, Grammy Award winners, Diamond Rio, and, of course, Tone Loc and Tag Team on Sunday.
Now, what time does Diamond Rio go on Saturday evening, if people want to know?
They go on at 8:30.
Okay. All right. And they'll wrap up the evening. They'll probably play for about an hour or so.
Hour and 20, maybe.
Okay.
We'll be done by 10 for sure.
Okay. All right. And then tell me about Sunday. When does Tone Loc and Tag Team? Who's going on first? Who's going on second?
Tag Team hits the stage at 5. And then Tone Loc hits the stage around 7:15, 7:30.
Oh,
and
boy.
they'll close out Sunday night around 9 o'clock-ish.
Wow.
So, again, it's all free.
That's the best part about this. It really is. It's bringing the community together for such a really great cultural event at the Mid-Florida Event Center, isn't it?
It is. It really is, Evan. And we're so proud. I mean, we have like 21 partners involved in this event. I mean, from a standpoint of the corporate support. And, it just goes to show the corporate community and their commitment to our messaging as the city of PSL for the diversity and the city for all people. And so Riverland, Madame E. Homes, and a slew of other partners in this. And, of course, we can't do it without them. And, of course, your station and your team there that you guys have been a part of it and getting behind it. So between the media and our corporate support, I mean, we're just so proud of everybody's commitment.
Well, let me ask you a question, Linda. Are you going to have what is called VIP seating for these shows, or it's just first come, first serve, wherever you land is wherever you land?
We have some reserved seating for our partners, obviously, that are helping to, fund this event.
Right.
And then everything else is kind of bring your own chair. It's going to kind of be just a free-for-all. Everybody come in the gates and bring your own chair and sit where you want. And, just kind of a laid-back setting. And so we want people to and you can come and go all day, right? So if you want to come earlier in the day and check out the vendor fair and you come back for Diamond Rio or Tone and Tag, then certainly you can do that because it's a free event. So we want people to feel free to come and go all day. Plenty of parking on site here with our garage and our flat parking lot. So everybody should just come out and have a good time.
All right, very good. And, of course, it's just going to be a fantastic time. It's all going to be happening on April the 23rd, April the 24th. This weekend, it's the Zen Arts Music Festival right there at the Mid-Florida Events Center, otherwise known as ZamFest. You've got Diamond Rio on Saturday night, Tone Loc and Tag Team on Sunday. There's going to be exhibits. There'll be a vendor fair. They'll have food trucks. The egg roll food truck is going to be there. You don't want to miss it. And if you happen to be going, hunt Linda McCarthy down and tell her a big hello and thank her, because she is one of the people that is responsible for putting this event on, along with all the different sponsors. And it's nice to see the Mid-Florida Event Center doing events and concerts. I know you've got other great concerts coming up that we definitely would love to have you back on in the future. I know you've got Foghat coming into town with Sacred Union. You've just got a whole litany and a whole stellar lineup of musical artists coming. You've got professional wrestling, which I've been involved with. I've ring-announced some of those shows. And before we know it, my gosh, Christmas in July is going to be upon us, isn't it?
Yes, and Evan, we do about 335 event days a year.
Yeah.
Right, and I mean, there's only 365. But look, I'm going to reach out to you because we're about to pretty soon here announce our 2023 schedule, and I think you're going to be really happy with some of the music we're bringing in and some of the festivals we're going to do. And so, we opened the season before the pandemic with Styx, which sold out, and then we did, Molly Hatchet and Fabulous Thunderbirds, and we just did Little River Band.
Oh, I heard. I saw a video from that, and I was blown away at the amount of people that were there for that concert. I was completely blown away.
It was a great crowd, great music, good sound, good lights, beautiful night. And, people, on the Treasure Coast, and specifically Port St. Lucie, they want to see more entertainment.
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing. We're bringing in more entertainment at the request of our citizens. And so we're going to continue to do that. And you're going to hear some good news coming up pretty soon in the next couple of months when we announce what we're bringing in.
Well, I just texted you my email address for the morning show. So if you can give me, if you can send me a For Your Eyes Only email or whatever with what's going to be coming up for next year, because, man, I would love to plan my calendar and take some time off of my entertainment company business and just go indulge and just hang out with you and your fine staff and everybody down there at the Mid-Florida Event Center. Great venue, by the way, too. I've been there for many different events, both as a customer and in a business aspect. And I got to tell you, man, you guys really, now that you have that outdoor stage and the way things are done, it's top notch. It's 5-star all the way.
Well, thank you, Evan, and I appreciate that. And like you said, my fantastic staff here, I could not do it without them. And, of course, the support of the city council and the city manager's office. I mean, they truly support our efforts and want to see more entertainment here to in response to what the residents want. And we're, the pandemic threw us for a loop for a little while, but we're back and better than ever. And, again, doing 335 event days a year. So we appreciate the support of the community and people like you, Evan. We can't do it without you.
That's amazing. It really is. Are you guys going to be doing your big July 4th gala there at the Mid-Florida Event Center that you guys are very well known for also this year?
We are. In fact, it is on sale as we speak. So
that's a ticket. That's a ticketed.
Sells out every year.
That's a ticketed event, correct?
That is, inside we do what we call the ultimate experience, because you get premium seating and a buffet and some specialty cocktails, and there's a ticketed event. But outside the big festival produced by our Parks and Recreation Department, they do a fine job. That's a free event. It's kind of a VIP ticketed event inside.
Mm-hmm. Wow, incredible, man! It's again, I can't say enough good things, folks. Make sure and check out the Zen Arts Music Festival. It's going to be happening on Saturday and Sunday. It's this weekend coming up, April 23rd, April 24th. It runs all day into the evening. Saturday night, you've got Diamond Rio live on the main stage at 8:30. Then on Sunday, you've got Tone Loc and Tag Team. On Sunday, they'll be hitting the main stage around 7 o'clock-ish. There's going to be a vendor fair, a kids zone. You can bring the kids. It's a family atmosphere. You want to come out and have a great time. They're also going to have food trucks, and that one in specific that everybody knows about, that's the egg roll food truck. I don't know what it is about that, but, man, they are just world-renowned and of course, a top-notch. It's all presented by, you have your presenting sponsors, Riverland and Mattamy Homes, and then, of course, your other sponsors that are there as well. And make sure and go check that out. Our very special guest joining us this morning is Linda McCarthy. She is the Event Center Director for the Mid-Florida Event Center. And, of course, if you want information, they can go online, look for the City of PSL, click the Mid-Florida Event Center, and it'll take them right to the center's page, and they can get all the information right there, right, Linda?
Yes, and they can also go to ZamFestPSL.com.
All right, very good, ZamFestPSL.com. Linda, always a pleasure, and don't be a stranger. Stay in touch.
Thanks, Evan. Talk soon.
Have a great day. Bye-bye now.
You too. Bye-bye.
Well, folks, that's a wrap for us on the Get Up and Go show. It all goes by so quickly. Unbelievable. Make it a great day. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside. Pretty plain and simple. We're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, bright and early.